Yellow spotted lizard.
Another production by Road Block Prod MM of GGCTV.
You've heard 100 people say that New Jersey has everything, and here's further proof of that. Did you know New Jersey even has its very own volcano? Want to know where New Jersey's very own volcano is actually located? Every time we hear about an earthquake or a volcano or a tornado, we breathe a sigh of relief here in New Jersey because we think they don't happen here, but that's not always true. We all know that, although rare and usually not on the scale of what other states deal with, tornadoes and earthquakes can and do occur in New Jersey. And we're guessing most residents aren't even aware that we do, in fact, have a volcano here in the Garden State. It's called the Beamerville Volcano, or as it's more commonly referred to, Rutten Hill, located in Colesville in Sussex County. And, yes, we're talking about a volcano with lava and all the trimmings. Well, at least at one point in the Earth's history. Our volcano has been dormant for a while, according to New Jersey Digest. That's, of course, if you consider 440 million years a while. Now let's fast forward to the present time, where it seems like Rutten Hill poses very little geological threat to us. So what do good New Jersey people do with a dormant volcano? Well, we turn it into prime real estate, of course. In case you're curious, you might be able to catch a glimpse of Rutten Hill from High Point State Park's trails, but the report says it's pretty inaccessible if you don't have a home or farm right in the area. This is We Rebuilding We of GGCTV.
What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Great grandson of We Rebuilding We, you dig? Well, we got some things we gotta talk about, man. And it's so bugged out. We have these two inventors who was removed from this earth. Two geniuses who invented vehicles to run off of water. You heard? Vehicles to run off of water. This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. You heard? But we're gonna drop it like this. Yeah, back to it. Like I was saying, we have these two inventors who created vehicles to run off of water. They both was murdered. You heard? They both was murdered. Wonder who removed these two inventors off the earth. I want to know. Because it's really bothering me because they invented the same thing.
But what my system has done is taken advantage of the residue that's produced by the electrolysis. So we're going to actually start this vehicle without any electrolysis. The second one, we're going to fill the water tank with water. And again, we're going to be able to start it without electrolysis and run this engine. How long, we'll find out. Then we're going to turn the hydrogen generator on, and we're going to let that produce some gas. And then we're going to see how long the engine runs with the hydrogen only. And then the fourth one, we're going to use the combination of the hydrogen generator, the agitator, and we're going to see how long it runs together. Okay? So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to start the engine up on gas first. And I'm going to initiate the agitator, and then we're going to go to the front and we're going to switch the gas, hydrogen gas on and the regular fuel off. Okay?
I'm going to pause for a second. Go ahead.
So, all right, I'm just gonna start it. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn on the hydrogen, and then I'm gonna turn off the gas. So notice the gas is in an off position, and it's running on with no electrolysis. So it's running on the hydrogen. It's running on the hydrogen right now. It's running on the hydrogen right now.
Shut the gas.
The gas is in the shut-off position right there. Gas in the shut-off position. Again, there's no electrolysis.
If you remember the Buffalo shooting that just happened, make sure you watch until the end. It gets interesting. So if you didn't know, this guy here woke up and drove 200 miles to a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, shooting and killing 10 people and injuring 3 others. Now, among the people who were killed was a guy named Aaron Salters, and this is where things get a bit interesting. Now, what caught my attention about this is that Mr. Salters was just on the news about a month ago explaining an invention he made, which was an engine that runs completely off water, no fuel needed. A completely hydrogen fuel system. And we all know what happened to the last person who decided to come forth with an invention similar to this one.
Possible active shooter at the top. Before Buffalo police rushed to Tops Friendly Market Saturday, there was Aaron Salter, the security guard, killed as he served and protected.
Aaron Salter, 55, retired Buffalo police officer. Loved electric cars.
He built a lab in his garage where he spent countless hours working to develop an engine that could run on water.
It's
not running off of gas fuel? No, there's no gas fuel.
I can't tell you how I use it. I do have a patent pending.
A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, they use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
Meyer started working on this project 4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
And we have calculated that if we take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
Breaking news, we have a serious situation on the 300 block of South 8th Avenue. We told there has been a shooting. For victims, one identified as in critical according to a source. We are getting multiple reports of cops flying down 7th Avenue. Residents in the area of being urged to stay indoors and away from this area of 89 Crenshaw South Side, downtown Westchester. Heavy police presence. Reported that one victim has been shot in the head. That's all we know right now. This is We Rebuilding We of GGC TV. Stay tuned for more information.
Peace, peace, peace. This great grandson of We Rebuilding We. I have something I got to speak about. It's really time for my people really to get together, you feel me? Because it's getting out of hand. Right here in my neighborhood, 4 people were shot. Four people were shot, right? It's not just happening right here in my neighborhood. It's also happening all over in Westchester and the 5 boroughs, especially the Bronx. So real brothers are getting together now because we have to stop what's going on right now. You heard? Gentleman lost his life right here, got hit. They was having a repass here. They was having a repass. They came. And shot up the repass. You heard? Real talk. Enough is enough. Want to send the Big Snuck brothers. Ali, it's time. Steph, it's time. It's time. This is me right here, great grandson of We Rebuilding We. Rest in peace to the young man who lost his life and the other people that was hit, to have a healthy recovery. But enough is enough. The real ones are stepping out now. Rest in peace to the young man who lost his life. You know, the thing that's so sad about it, you know, where I'm from right here, we protect women and children over here. It could have went, you know, a bullet has no name. A bullet has no name. Those shots could have went through the windows and hit one of the family members. So now, too close to home. You heard me? We don't know what's going on, but I'm just letting you know enough is enough on this strip. Rest in peace to my homie pal. Rest in peace to everyone that went through something on this block. But I'm going to just say this, it's too close to home. Got women and children and all that over here. Me and my brothers coming together. Stay tuned. This great grandson of We Rebuilding We.
Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV.
Not getting that type of feeling with what's out right now. You know, the young brother, every generation and every era goes to a different span of music. So when we were younger, we had the OGs, we had like L, we had Rakim, and then when they started to die out, we had another generation. You know, the Nas came in, the Hov came in. So generations of hip hop, it keeps evolving. But this evolution of rap right now with the drill music is a little bit different. It displays a little bit more aggression in the lyrics, violence, and these young brothers and sisters is listening to it, and they're actually trying to live out what these people are saying, not knowing that they're artists, but you know, it's basically manipulating the mind to get the streams. But in the same token, they're promoting violence and it's tearing down our community all over the world. So you know, that's it, brothers. You know, we just trying to clean everything up and just make everything right and just get back to the people what they've been missing.
Yes, sir.
So, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
You know, so thank you, beloved, for the opportunity, you know, to be amongst you great brothers and add on with these topics.
Yeah, yo, shout out to the homie Andy Scrapes. He in the building. Shout out to Whip Wop in the building too. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
This is me and G Mac first show. This is our first show. So, you know, we sit back, we got our name big out there on YouTube, you know, with the brothers and all that and the cousins and all that. So we sit back and look at things and know the message that we're going to give is kind of different, way different, you know, reaching out to the youth. So our first live is basically being positive on another level that other brothers can relate to. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my brothers, We Locked In, Moshe, KK, and Mikey B also. You know, they out there putting that work in right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Real talk, man. So, yo, introduce yourself, man. You spoke about the music and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, explain some of the Mount Vernon history of our bond. You get what I'm saying? You know, we know already, but a lot of people don't know, man. This is a good brother right here, man.
Definitely.
He looked out for many.
Yeah.
He looked out for many, yo. Word up, man. Speak to the people, brother.
Yeah. I mean, you know, man, I've been doing some things, man. You know, it was I'll take it back to the root. You know, when I was up north in Coxsackie, put together a team called 7 Up, you know, which was 7 5%ers. And to this day, we were the best rap group to ever touch any state prison yard. The name still ring bells. And I'm very proud to be a part of that. And that was the nucleus to the greatness of the beginning of our born, the Thunder God and things of that nature. So with that being said, I roll with the Wild Bunch, my brothers Kid J and DT, and Stone Rivers. We had a crew called the Wild Bunch, and we was doing our music. We was doing some good things, and then I moved on to a solo career, and I got locked in with Dio, Damian Blyden, and I had the opportunity of being around greats like AZ, Nas, Herb McGruff, and some other good brothers, and I was really just nurturing my craft and getting my skill right. And then I got signed with KRS-One directly to Warner Brothers. And within that time, let me bring it back. I can't forget K Shaw.
K Shaw.
I can't.
Shout out K Shaw, man. Word up.
Yeah, I really want to say, it was because of K Shaw's mixtape. It was that one mixtape we did when I actually introduced the world to Arabic and Egyptology mixed into the rhyme. And that freestyle actually went crazy. And from that freestyle, I was in front of Puff. I was in front of a lot of people. And we were just striving to get a deal. And then I got to deal with KRS-One. And I started to work on my project. Because of business and creative differences, things didn't work out with that. And a lot of people really thought that my album dropped, Glock. Like the album never dropped. Only thing, just put out a song, and that was that. But within that time, I really strived to help people. I had heard about Uno and how incredible he was, but I didn't know Uno was so young. I went to the high school and grabbed Uno up, and I had Uno with me, had Uno signed, and we're just working, brother. I always try to put on or help talent that has talent. I believe in Mount Vernon. I believe in the producers. I believe in the MCs. I believe in the community. And I just think we have something special. And, somebody's going to break the seal. They always say Mount Vernon got a black cloud over it because of some things that happened back in the days, beloved. But that cloud is being removed by the ultraviolet rays of the sun, and we're about to reign supreme again. Also, for those that don't know me, I am the inventor of a certain technique of calisthenics that was displayed on Rough Riders Thug Workout in 2003. I am the first to do these moves on a DVD, which spawned an international universal movement all over the planet Earth. I mean, in Russia, Ukraine, Yugoslavia, Belgium, France, you name it, Africa. When it comes to calisthenics, they know your brother Arbonne because I'm the first to do this technique of pull-ups a unique way. And it's the good old brother from Money Earning Mount Vernon that brought his talents worldwide to the planet. And I'm very thankful and humble about that, being able to change young brothers' lives to show them a way how to work out and take their mind off of negativity and concentrate on themselves to better themselves. I'm a big believer in that. You know, I'm about love. That's all I'm about is love. At my age right now, I just want to see everybody win. I want to see the violence stop. I mean, there's just so much madness going on. I have a great deal of love for everybody. And once again, brothers, thank you. That's Arbonne for you. That's what we got going
no
on.
doubt, no doubt. We know your ups and downs and all that. We was there. We was a witness to it, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now I'm telling people about fatherhood, man. You get what I'm saying? You know, you one of those kings, man. We look up to, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
You paved the way. You paved the way for a lot of us, man. Looking on life on certain things, man.
Thank you.
Word
Thank you. You know, fatherhood for me.
16 building and all that, man. Come on, building 16, B. Come on, B.
Building 8 and all that. Yeah, so you know, I was blessed, brother. You know, I met my wife in 8th grade in Nichols, bro, and it was so deep that I'm with her right now. I thank Allah much for her in our journey.
You know, shout out to the Wiz. Shout out to the Queen.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine coming out of homeroom? I think I was in AL. I turned to the right. I saw her at a lock, and I stepped up to him like, "Yo, what's up? I want you to be my girlfriend." You know, and she had a boyfriend at the time, and I stressed the boyfriend out so much that he was like, "Yo, I can't deal with this nigga Chad, man. Like, he's crazy, man." Yo, so wifey was like, "Yo, you just gonna give me up like that?" Like, yo, man, I'm done. And but I think a lot that I had the spirit to press him like that because you know that's my second self. That's my heart. I had my first child, my oldest daughter, Aisha. I named her with the I. You know, that I is very important. In Islam, Aisha. I had her we had her in 1996. She's 26 now, and I had my son, CJ, who we call Lord Taylor, who's doing some extraordinary things. If y'all don't know, if y'all on Instagram, y'all can check Die Fresh, or if you ever heard of the page Macopolis, there behind that. My son just styled the whole Raising Canaan. Anytime you see Canaan with those old throwbacks, anybody with them Sergios, that's my son. My son provided all that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. He dressed little. He dressed Little Meech. In BMF. So when you see all that old Gucci, that Sergio Tacchini, that Christian Dior, that's my son.
That's a Verna move right there. That's a Verna move right there.
That's a real Verna move.
Shout out to Groovy Lou, yo. I see you with the Groovy style shit. Let the people see that Groovy world.
Groovy Lou.
The homie Groovy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Groovy, that's Groovy Lou, and that's World Tour. You know what I'm saying? When you see
Groovy,
shout out World Tour.
So let's be specific because a lot of people think that's just Groovy Lou's line. Yeah. It's Groovy World. So you got Groovy Lou and you got World.
Yeah, that's right.
What I mean? So let's shout out World Tour and Big World up, man. You know, World is really working hard with the Groovy line as well as with the Groovy World line as well as Groove. The Money Earning line is out. And yo, at the football game yesterday, all you saw was Money Earning.
Yeah,
all you saw was Money Earning.
It was nice, man. I loved it.
It was a beautiful look.
The Burpee and goal was heavy yesterday, man.
That
Burpee and goal was heavy.
Yeah, you see, I had to step through with that good red though.
Yeah, I seen you.
Yeah. So,
man.
So with the fatherhood, so that's my young guy. He's moving. Matter of fact, he's probably about to dress Snowfall. That's probably the next thing that he's about to do right now. Then I have my youngest daughter. Her name is Chance. So, I have 3 children. They're all 4 years apart, man. And, fatherhood really changed me. Because when I had my oldest daughter, she was actually on my album. There was a song called Seedology. And, my daughter was 2 years old. I taught her mathematics. So if you know, I have a song with her where I asked her, you know, what's mathematics, and she's 2 years old, saying knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, private, family, equality, God, builders, like born disciple at 2 years old. So this was something that I used to drill into her brain and her thinking. I used to actually talk to her when she was being carried by my wife. You know, so that science of teaching is incredible. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's, you know, father changed my life. And when when the deal went left is when I had my son in 2000. And I just really wanted to concentrate more on the family, brother, you know, because let me tell you, you know, at the way that things was back then, to tell you the truth, man, Allah's merciful, brother. I might not have no family if I would stay aside. You know what I mean? So
we seen the change, yo.
Yeah. So to fast forward it, you know, I joined the Nation of Islam. I was striving for discipline. I was striving to be a better man, a better brother, a better husband, a better friend, a better servant to myself and those around me. And, you know, the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, just taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, it changed my life tremendously, brothers. And I'm so thankful to Allah for the journey and the path that I'm on, because it taught me how to love. And that's what I think is missing with black men, young black men, is that we don't know how to love. And that's where the violence comes from. You know, a lot of us are raised in single family homes where we just have our mothers without fathers. A lot of us are raised in houses and homes where our parents are on drugs or they're addicted to alcohol and just violence and all sorts of things. So the child really comes up with that. Because whatever you teach your child, whatever the child sees the mother and the father do, he eventually evolves and grows into that. And we can see that when you see some of these music icons, when you see their children grow up, and you're like, wow, but this is what he was around. You know, I give you an example. Look at Viddy. Viddy is a product of his father Spunk. And I knew Viddy when he was like 5-6 years old, and he used to be in the room when we were making music, him and his brother Twan, and look at them. Like, music is in there. My son, he's nice with the pen. He dropped an EP called Fly Days. But when he rhymed over these mixed beats, and I'm not being biased because it's my son, man, but you know, some things we passed down.
Exactly. You know that. Shout out to Spunk Bigger, man. One of the hood legend right there also on the production side, man. Yeah, man. But you know, G-Back, man, you got any questions for the beloved, man?
You know, because you
ain't cover me. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say one thing, for his fatherhood, he did a good job with that.
Man.
On that.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Good job.
And I know you held down on 5 questions real quick, but we're about to go to a quick little intermission real quick as I play these little commercials. It's the YouTube rules.
Yo, Glocks, and I listen. I love what you're doing, bro. Like,
yes, King. Yes,
matter of fact, let's give it up for the beloved. Let's give it up for Glocks and for this platform. You know what I mean? This is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, man.
Thank you.
When I saw you yesterday, you said, I need you. I said, you know, I will pull up anytime for you. Anytime you just give me the time, I'm gonna pull up for you because I love you that much, man. You're a good brother, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. You know, I'm hood dedicated for Mount Vernon.
All day, every day, man.
So I'm in the grave. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I love all my brothers. You know, have conversations and all that and talk about things to build for the better. Right. Always been about positive energy.
Right.
You know, all my brothers been in the bag, you know what I'm saying? Doing the positive things to get to the bag. And this is one of the movements me and G-Mac is on right now. Whip Wop is on here too. We're gonna get a check through this. But we giving it, you know, we doing the right things by giving her good content.
Right.
Not shooting each other down.
Yeah.
You know,
you got a lot of that. You got a lot of that.
You know, that's what's going on. Me and G-Mac sit back and look at everything. Brothers be a whole bunch of Frank Stan talking, you know, talking about the dead, talking about people's kids. We not in that type of lane. You know, where we from, that Frank Stan talking, you get stretched where we from.
Definitely.
The city where we from, and everybody that's on this chat know that Frank Stan talking, you know, we don't do that to each other.
Dude say it on here like it's a regular thing.
Yeah, like it's
number one, you're not running into nobody, you're not seeing nobody. So they figure they can just say whatever they want to say. Come on, but you can't do that because one day you're running to somebody.
Yeah,
you see. I mean, dudes don't say it like that.
We've been
Yo, let me
seeing
say
brother-
something.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Not to cut your wisdom, brother, but you know what, yo, when I was up north in the 80s, man, and the 90s, yo, you could tell a man, you could talk about a man's mother, right?
Whip,
You
salute.
could-
Whip, salute.
It was good. Yo, you could talk
What's
about
going
a
on,
man.
brother?
Good to see you, Black God.
Yes, King.
How you, man?
I'm great, brother. Just a reflection of yourself, beloved. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I was saying was like, yo, you back then, man, you could talk about a person's mother, right? And it really wouldn't pop off like that. But one thing up north, when you invited a man to your divine muscle,
Yeah.
beloved, you might as well sign up or just be prepared to put it all on the line, man. You know, it's just some type, just some type of things we don't even indulge in. Yo, you got little queens saying that. I heard some sisters say that. And I'm like, yo, when it get like that, like, you know, like where's your respect for yourself at? You know, you telling another woman or another man, you know, to invite him to the Frank stand and all that, man. Let's just show, brother, you know, we living in bad times, and we really got to be on top of this, man. If anybody has influence out there, it starts with one. You know, you find the one, and that's a big thing too. I definitely want to shout out, you know, Head and what he's doing in the community snub program. They're doing a thing, big thing. MC, all the brothers that's on that staff.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Dealing with conflict resolution, just speaking to these young people like, yo, like curb your tongue. But once again, it starts at home, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
It starts
Yes.
at home. It
Yes,
does,
sir.
you know, it starts at home. So, but what we got, you know, that's what we do as FOI. We teach and we train people. You know, we teach and we train young black men. We give them disciplines. We let them know who they are. We let them know their purpose. That it's more to life than what they think. You know, it's more to the corner. It's more to, you know, just the nonsense. And a lot of these fights be starting off over social media too. That's a big part of this thing.
Yeah.
Yo, the gram be getting brothers' body, man. The gram.
True story.
On some real. Let me tell you something, right? If they was to shut IG down right now, I guarantee you would see violence in the community stop.
Yeah, it'll drop low. Yeah.
It'll drop low. But see, at the end of the day, right, yo, the devil, Satan is so wise. And when I say the devil, I'm not talking about the man in the Tabasco bottle. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm talking about the one that was made to come amongst us and cause trouble amongst the righteous people, you know, causing us to fight and kill one another. These are sciences that they were created to do to us. And that's why we're in the predicament in the shape that we're in now. That's why black people, black men, like we're hardwired to hate one another. Like our hate is not on a Wi-Fi. It's hardwired in from the Ethernet coming straight from the pole. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And it's that hard that we hate each other for what?
No.
For what? You know, but so you know, we got a lot of work we got to do.
Hold on, pardon me, beloved. Pardon me, hey, yo, Web, you got to turn something down in the background. I'm gonna mute you up so beloved can finish talking real quick. Proceed, King. Proceed.
You know what we have to do is we have to really get out in the streets. We really have to provide programs for these young brothers and sisters to be involved in. You know, like I said, when we was coming up, man, we had the Boys Club, we had the YMCA.
Facts.
You know, I mean, youth tackle league was popping, the Razorbacks was popping. Everything. It was so much going on, whereas you really didn't have time to do anything stupid because you was either trying to make your grade so you can be on the team.
Yeah.
And you know, you just was striving back then. It was like, you know, we wasn't really looking for a way out with rap, but back then, you know, everybody was really striving to be in the sports because to get out. We don't even got that right now. You don't see nobody playing two-hand touch no more. You don't see the young queens playing double dutch. You don't see none of that no more.
Because all these youngers want to do now, they want to be gangsters. Everybody want to be a gangster now.
And we got to stop that.
Listen to this drill music, listen to this rap, and they want to, you know, they want to feed into that and do what they rapping. And this shit is corny, yo. It's corny.
It's corny though, but you know the reality of that, beloved, is that Satan is behind all of that.
Yeah.
These are tools that he put out for us to destroy each other because his people are on a decline. They're slowly dying out. So what do they do, man? We got these abortions. They don't want us to constantly reproduce because they said by a certain year that the planet is going to be totally brown, black and brown. So I was looking at something on Instagram. I don't know if y'all saw it with this brother in Chicago, where he was putting on the mask. How Satan was actually putting on a mask that looked like you and me, going inside the community, saying he was from this block, letting off on this block, and it had nothing to do with that block, but masquerading up as us, right? Going over there now, we're fighting each other from something that he did. These guns that are coming in right now, right? These government issue guns. Come on, man, where you think they coming from?
How you already know where they come from.
Well, absolutely. So how you think we get access to
We
this?
talked about that yesterday.
Yo, when you told me
They
that,
drop
right,
them off and leave them in the hood.
come on, man, they just dropped them joints off. Yo, it's a science behind what they're trying to do to us, man. And that with the drill music is like,
Real
come
talk.
on, man. You already know what it's like, man. That's a Molotov waiting to be thrown, man.
Yeah, man.
And we falling victim for it. But with platforms like this, hopefully we can reach the youth and we can reach these young queens and let them know their greatness and their purpose that they serve. You know, we may not be able to save them all, but we
Take the ones that want to
one.
listen. Exactly.
That's it. That's it.
Because look, we're doing it like this, like how we talking on a platform to reach the young brothers. Real talk, me and G Mac talked about already. We're gonna have one day the platforms with the sisters on it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, we're gonna play in the chat. Yo, G Mac, we gotta find a name for the chat, G Mac.
All right, I got
I'm
you.
gonna leave that to you. We gotta find a name.
Out something.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that to Whip. Whip, we gotta find the name of the chat, Whip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta find the name of the chat, man. But like I was saying, everything you saying, brother, is the truth.
I hear you.
So yesterday, the memorial field filling was so it was so overwhelming, bro.
It was classic. That was classic.
Seeing people that I haven't seen in years. In years. You know, some of these youth don't even know nothing about Memorial Field.
Nope.
That's a fact.
Oh.
And there was nothing but love in the air.
It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. So
you know what?
Go ahead.
A lot of
Mount Vernon was always a loving town.
Facts.
Like Mount Vernon, I mean, you know, man, you know, Whip could bear witness to this. You know, we go out of town, man. You see 2 or 3 Mount Vernon bros, man. Like we get it on wherever we at. It was just a certain type of love we had. But being in Memorial Field yesterday, it brought back a nostalgic feeling because that's like Memorial Field is monumental on many different levels.
Exactly.
Many different levels, man. For those that went back to the 80s, you know, they used to have the rap concerts, brought Run DMC out there to rap and do. You know what I'm saying? Memorial Field was just everything to the Razorbacks, to the Razorback cheerleaders, just everything. So to see them with the beauty of what they did to the field, it made everybody remember what Mount Vernon was about. It really brought back the energy and the greatness of what the community was about. And I'm thankful for the architects behind that because I think with that right there, it's going to set the tone for bigger and better things. So Mount Vernon is definitely making major progress in restoring the feeling as well with the community. And the next thing we got to do, we got to put these programs back out there. We got Whip. Remember the house league back in the boys club? You know what I'm saying? Remember the house league basketball teams? They got to do something to bring these young children in, man. So
facts.
Yeah, you got to.
Yo, Whip, you good, Whip? You can hear us good, Whip?
I think he froze.
He froze, right?
Yeah, he looked like he frozen.
Yeah, shout out to Push Play. What up, King? We hear you on the radio, Lord. Mount Vernon in the building.
That's my nephew right there. Push Play.
Yeah,
for that
Push Play.
Push Play got some things coming. Woo!
Nerd up, man. You know, Mount Vernon got some heat.
Yeah,
you know, it was a cloud over us. No longer, man. I'm telling you, it's cracking open. Shout out to the whole artists of the 914. Everybody that's on it that rep the 9. You feel what I'm saying? 914 in the building. In the building, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing I'm saying, like far as the violence in the hood, in the neighborhood, you know, say it the right way, the violence in the neighborhood, our community, you know, I know we can fix it. There's ways that we can fix it. You know, like I said, it's about each one teach one. You know, we can't teach them all in one group. We have to do it individually. You know, and then once you know, we went through as kids, man. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes don't even know how to love a woman.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I'm saying? Don't even know how to love a woman. You know, their OGs is supposed to be showing them some. Hold on, let's get it right. Their OGs 1 year older than them.
Yeah, that's their big homie, right?
That's crazy.
That's their big homie, the one that's
Crazy.
1 year older than them. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, it's time for a change. I know my brothers haven't pulled up from Stephen 209 Snug, but still gonna proceed. We're still gonna proceed. You get what I'm saying? But at this time, we're gonna do a little intermission, and then we're gonna come right back with my brother Albon. And Whip, wait for you to pull up, Whip Wop. So we're gonna go through this little intermission with these beats and everything. You know how I'll do.
Come on now,
This
let it
is
fly. Let it fly,
We
dog.
Rebuilding We. Let's go.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Look in my eyes. I have not slept.
67-year-old Miriam Cintron and her neighbors live in a state of fear. They claim large gangs of young teens have been terrorizing their apartment building in the Bronx all summer, and it's getting worse.
They came at us. They beat us. They broke that stick from that tree there to beat us with the wood. We don't have nobody.
Miriam says they broke the pole from the tree well and turned it into a weapon Saturday night as she fell victim to their violence.
They were kicking me in my side. They were kicking me on this side. They was punching me in my back, trying to get my face, but I covered.
63-year-old Nydia Carrero says a group of young girls the same night slammed her to the sidewalk, dragged her, and pummeled her after she refused them entry into her building.
They wanted to hang out in the hallway and smoke pot and mess up the building. They go in there with bikes in there half the time.
Most of the tenants here are elderly. They tell me they are being swarmed, beaten, and robbed.
They are telling us they're going to come back and burn the building down. It's ridiculous.
Man, great grandson in the building. You know what I'm saying? As you see, subscribe to Great Grandson TV. Please drop your link, brother. Drop your link, brother. Because apparently, you know what I'm saying, we getting shit together. The team is strong. The team is strong. All right. Yeah, some New York shit too, man. For real though. Juice.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Yeah, beloved, we back again. You get what I'm saying? You know. What it do, Whip?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yep.
Okay,
Word,
cool.
man.
Yo, Blockson, where was that? What was that commercial? What was that? That was a joint in the Bronx, right?
In the Bronx, yeah, man. The BX is
that was the
wild
Bronx.
right now. Bronx, yeah, man.
That was a senior citizen spot on 161st, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you what the Nation of Islam did about that. We deployed men over there, and all that has stopped. the Fruit of Islam went over there and intervened and spoke with the young brothers over there in that community. And I don't know if that was an old clip.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah,
It was an old clip. It was like last month.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see nothing like that no more. The Nation of Islam went over there and took care of our elderly and spoke to those young brothers and straightened them out. So our brothers from the Bronx and Manhattan to go over there frequently to build with those young people, and also to make sure that there's no violence going on in that building. So, you know, if you want to know what the Nation of Islam is about, that's what we're about, man. We protect the Black woman, the elderly. We strive to protect all those, you know, but the elderly, our Black women, children, we don't tolerate that type of nonsense, brother.
Yes, sir. That's why I got the right guy on the platform. You know.
Yes, sir.
I know the right guy to reach out to. I know the right brothers. You know what I mean? My brother Chase coming back from a wedding. So he's gonna try to hit up while he's in the whip. That's one thing about the StreamYard. That's why I like the StreamYard. You could be anywhere.
Anywhere.
You could be Africa. Hit me up on there. You can go anywhere in the world and we can build. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna give you some nights to yourself too, brother. That's how crazy the channel is. So I can share it to you, and you can do what you have to do. Put the links for your YouTube on it and have it going for yours. That's that's why I sit back now. I do it with the technology stuff. I sit back, and once I know how to do it, it's on and jumping right now.
Yeah, you always been a scientist, brother. You always researching and dealing with something and moving something, brother.
Yeah, gotta spread the knowledge.
Yo, give me a minute, brothers. Let me reset this room. Make sure you're subscribed to We Rebuilding We. Like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you know when we going live.
Word up, man. That's what it is. Salute, G Mac. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, this is the first one that I did. So it's going to continue to be, you know, more exclusive guests coming on here. And I feel we're doing a good job. I know how to control the room. You get what I'm saying? When the background is too loud, I know how to mute things, you know, how to put up the posts and everything. Push play. I see you push play. See what he say right there, boss? See what he say?
Yo, what nephew say?
We got some fire coming. My Uncle Alvon got that song. I'm changing my image as an artist. That's right. Changing image as an artist, bro. You last long too, man. Versatility is very important in this game.
And he's one of the young brothers. I was just on the phone with him the other day, and I said, continue to make those records that you make, right? Because we got too many people out here talking this drill thing, and everybody that like Push Play he makes big records.
Yeah,
very big records. And I said, those are the records you want to concentrate on. You know, I said, it's very easy to talk about killing somebody. Yep. It's very easy to use vulgarity and things of that nature, just explicit content, right? But it's hard, you know, it's a challenge to brothers not to, because now it causes you to think. So even with my project, right, Restore the Feeling, right? If you listen to a lot of my Glockson, you know, you've been around me for a long time with the music. Yes, you see the evolution. Like, you don't see me cursing in records. Like, you never hear me calling a woman a B. I really strive to stay away from the N-word. I don't do things like that no more at my age, because I was taught that, you know, if you got to curse and use profanity, that shows that you have a limited vocabulary. So I don't understand that the Black man is God, and it's nothing that we can't do. So why not take the mind to the next level and force yourself to think on a higher scale? You know, because when you use good wordplay, you may say a word that's real fly, like, yo, God talking about. I'm telling you through rhyme. Go pick your dictionary up and look what I just said.
Word up.
So now this is how you start to plant these seeds now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
In the joint, right? I was like, soldiers egregious. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the wordplay that we strive to be, man. I just want, you know, Push Play, you're doing a great thing. Keep it up, you know, keep it up. So
keep going, homie. Yo, Sway Low, what's good, man? I just want to tell everybody, you know, we don't accept trolling on here.
No, that's my bro right there.
No. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. I got him. He's in the back. I got him. Just, you know, I have to make this clearly to people that's on here, because y'all know there's people's watching.
We don't go for the trolling thing on here. You know,
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
These
Come
are
here with that. We're gonna boom you right up out of here.
Out of here. This is men of respect that's on this panel right here. You get what I'm saying? So there's no little boy games on here. These are grown men on here. You know, we don't have to speak about certain things. You know, but respect the channel, respect the panel. You know, Word up.
So my brother Suelo that just came on. That's my brother. He's from Tennessee.
Okay.
He's he's a partner with me in my music. And actually, you know, we did a record with Ghostface that's on my album. I call it Brave Please. The record is called World Famous.
Okay.
And so that's my brother right there, man. We speak every day. Very, very good brother. I told him I was gonna be on this, man, so he wanted to jump on. So Suelo, this is my family from Mount Vernon right here. You know,
Very good.
Glocks and G Mac.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salute.
You know, good thing, man. So
Push Play just pulled up. Push Play, what it do, brother?
What's up? What's going on, everyone? What's going on, man?
But like I was telling the brothers on here, Push Play, this is the platform we need right now. Like we did the Artists of the 914. Artists of the 914 is going to lead right onto this YouTube, this channel. Because we're going to have, like, during the weekends, we have a little freestyle joints on here. You get what I'm saying? We're going to do it official, the official way.
Most deaf.
So this channel represents the whole 914.
Right.
The whole Westchester County. This is what this channel is about. This is what it's about. You know, we don't have our own stage, our own platform on YouTube.
Nah, yeah, because you're right, big bro. Everybody be trying to run to the Bronx and Harlem and all of that. I appreciate y'all even having this fun.
Yeah, this is what it is right here. New movement. It's a new movement right now. Word. Yo, continue saying what you have to say, beloved. I don't mean to cut you off. You know,
no. It's all
the brothers pulled up, and it's a good feeling, man. You know, because this how it is. I wanted to where this whole screen fill up with all of us on here.
Indeed.
Talk about some incredible topics. You get what I'm saying? Like something that go down, we can reach. Like something go down, we can reach each other right on here. Set the date, boom. Because you be at work. You know, to do like me, be at work with it just on my ears, listening. You feel what I'm saying? That's how real this StreamYard thing is, and I respect it. You know what I mean? I didn't come in like rest of the dudes when they want to come in with the free joint. Now I paid that bread for us to come up because we know a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah. We know a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? So when this joint fill up, it's gonna fill up for real. You know? Word up.
Unlimited.
Let's keep building, you know. But yeah, brother, you know, like this 914 thing is very sacred. To brothers like us. We take this thing serious. This is where we come from. This is what we are. And I want to shout out Cartel because Cartel really started moving real heavy with that Big 9 movement.
Shout out Cartel, man.
Right. And Cartel, you know, Cartel, he know the signs to me with the 9. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me for a minute, that ring bell chime. And he knows the signs to me with that 9 thing. So, and that's kind of like how the 9 song came about. If you notice with the music, man, I represent the town to the fullest. You know, I just want to shine. I just want to be a beacon of light to the community. I just want to show brothers that there's another alternative besides violence. You nurture your craft, whatever it is. You know, you may not be a rapper, you may not be a singer, but you could be an architect. You know, you could be the best architect in the world. You know, you can be an independent worker. Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's always told us as Black people, do for self or suffer the consequences.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So, like my brother Suelo, you know, Suelo was he's an entrepreneur, you know, does a lot of great things out in his community as well, man. But yo, that 9 song, bro, let's talk about that, man.
Man, that is fire. So, you know, let me tell you something, man. That joint is fire. That joint is fire, man. Even the one before that was fire too. But you know, it's always greatness when brothers create. When brothers create, it's always greatness, man. It's always greatness, man. Word up. Yo, Push Play, what you got coming out for us, man? What you got coming out, Push Play?
All right, so look, right? You know, I got to do this correctly. You know, I can't rush this one. Right. You know,
That's
I'm
right.
gonna need all of y'all. I need the whole 914 with this. This is where we're gonna eat for the rest of our lives. I want to change the culture with this song.
Okay.
Oh, it's called Taste. I remember Cameo, right?
Yeah.
I did a newer version to that, and I made it pop, melodic.
Okay.
And we're gonna dance. We're gonna get groovy to it. We're gonna bring back a little bit of dancing, man, because that's what I miss. I used to be a dancer. And then
Yo,
got into
did
the
you
streets.
do what I told you to do?
Nah, yeah, I got some girls on that right now. They're working up a routine.
All right, get it
That's
together,
right.
man.
That's right.
Get it
Get
together.
it
I told
together,
you something,
King.
man. You
Don't
got
give
some
one of those
big.
good
That's a
ideas.
big
Some
record.
good ideas, huh? You
Yeah,
already
that,
know.
listen, he reached out to me the other day. I was like, yo, we just had a great building session, man, and I laid it out for him. So he know what we got to do,
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it. Yo, y'all subscribe to my brother, man. Push Play. He got some great music coming, fellas. Listen, he's no rookie at it. He been around the OGs. He learned from the older guards. And that's a true fact. You know what I'm saying? He's a dope artist coming out of Vernon. So your support my brother. Yo, Push Play, let everybody know your Instagram handles and everything like that. And we're gonna keep it moving. Let the people know your Instagram handles and everything, your information, King.
Yo, y'all already know, man. Push Play 914 everywhere. I mean,
That's
Push
it.
Play
Everywhere.
Push Play 914 everywhere. You don't got to do it. You can just do hashtags. I'm gonna pop up. I mean, I put enough hashtags out there to make sure I pop up when you put my name there.
Word up, man. Yo, man. Appreciate you, brother, for pulling up. Hey, yo, Sway, what is good, brother? Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Yo, Sway Low. I'm out here in Nashville, Tennessee area. I used to live in New Rochelle from 95 to I'm trying to find some good light. But I lived in New Rochelle for 10 years, back from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s. And I've been out here for the last 17 years. I've been making records since 89.
Okay.
And I linked up with Iborn through Danny Rowe at Bedrock Studios in Mount Vernon.
Okay, on Bedford?
And I sent her a track.
Yeah, Big Reg.
Yeah, Big Reg, yeah.
Huh?
So on Bedford Avenue, right? Yeah,
Yeah, so I linked up. I did a record. Huh? No, I know Danny Rowe. We were Danny Rowe and I were friends when I was a kid. I met her like early 20s, and I saw that she was still making records, and I asked her, let's do something together. So I sent her a track, and she laced the track, gave the track to Born. Born put the rhyme on it. I sent a few more tracks, and Born and I have been working together ever since. This is like January of this year. So I'm just here to support him, man. You know what I mean? I love New Rochelle. I love Westchester. I love my time there. I'm always intrigued by everything that's going on in Westchester. But I'm mainly here just to support Born and his mission. And I'm glad to be here.
That's what it is, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Word up, man. But yo, I just want to tell you, I'm gonna put this up real quick. This was the flyer for today. I don't know, certain things probably didn't work out, but we're gonna have another one coming up. This one working out and it's looking real great for us right now. Shout out to my brother Tom Ali Guest and my brother Henry Chase Terry, both from doing some real outstanding things in the hood, and we all
sir.
We all on the same mission, I can understand, it's Sunday, so I can understand they couldn't pull up right now. I can understand, but we will continue this movement. You feel me? Real talk, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate you, brother, for real, man.
All right. So we're not gonna be here too long, knowing that this whole thing worked out so beautifully. But before we go out, there's some things I just want to ask. You feel me, beloved? There's the last couple questions I want to ask y'all. I would like y'all to talk. A lot of brothers want to be part of the Fruits of Islam. Can you please give our brothers a little bit of information how they can be a part of the Fruits of Islam?
Well, first and foremost, if you know me, get in contact with me. You can go to 109B South 4th Avenue. Y'all know Brother John. He has a store over there. Go over there, give your name. We'll link up. I'll take you down to the mosque, brother, so you can hear some of these life-giving teachings, get your spirit full, and then we'll go from there. You know,
That's it, man.
Because our goal is to make all men and boys join the FOI. You know,
that's our mission.
Goal. That's our mission. You know, that's the military training of men that belong to Islam in North America. We're spiritual military. Spiritual military. So
that's right, sir. That's right.
And you,
Yo, Whip, you there, Whip? Whip, hey, G-Mac.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
You got anything to say, King?
There you go.
You got anything to say, King, before we get out of here, King?
This is a good beginning.
Yes,
You got to start somewhere. This is a good beginning. You know, you got the brother I born, so that's for the first show. You couldn't go wrong with that because the brother's full of knowledge.
You already know.
And we go way back.
Yo, we go
back.
way, man. Listen, man.
Believe it or not,
we go way.
I became God under I-Born, and I'm older than him. This is way back. Understand what I'm saying?
See
he gave me my attributes. He gave me my attributes like me back in long time ago.
Yeah, that might have been like 87, right? You know what I'm saying? When you were Chef, you know what I'm saying? Right.
It might definitely. It was in the beginning.
Word up, man.
It was definitely in the beginning.
A lot of brothers knowledge yourself in Mount Vernon, man. A lot of brothers that you hear with those righteous names. You know what I'm
Chef
saying?
JB, what up, Chef?
Yo, Whip, he'll tell you, brother, I was going so hard with that. You know, all I wanted to do was teach and give knowledge to everybody around me. I would tell everybody as a young teenager, yo, that you God. And you know, the older brothers are sitting there looking at me like, yo, you crazy. But then, you know, they see that I stay steadfast. You always saw me with the crowns on. You always saw me with the shirt saying the black man is God. All I wanted to do was uplift since I was like a young teenager and just make everybody around me powerful mentally. You know what I mean? So when Whip came and I gave him an attribute, that was it.
He had the whole hilltop with God body before it was the hilltop.
See that?
That's a fact.
Oh man, but yo,
so much love, man. Appreciate you so much, big bro.
Yeah, yo, Albon, just continue real quick, bro. Continue talking. I gotta do something real quick, and I'm gonna come right back on. I have something to play for y'all.
Okay.
So you can continue saying what you have to say. Take control of the show real quick, brother.
I got you. So yo, real quick, this Friday, I need y'all to lock in. This thing of ours featuring Styles P will be on all digital platforms, streaming platforms. It's on YouTube. Y'all see the video. Y'all see the work. Y'all see the work that's being put in. As you can tell, I'm not for games right now. You know, it's not a game right now. I'm out to make something really big happen. I really want to change the culture and the dynamics of hip hop. I really want to bring it back to its true state and art form of pure lyricism with real beats.
Facts.
You know, real beats, man. We want to have good subject matter. And just to let y'all know, I'm dealing with some high exposures on the album. My features alone, I got Ghostface Killer, I got AZ,
wow,
I got Styles, I got CL Smooth, I got Emil,
fire,
I got Case.
Wow.
For the new brothers, man, I got my young God.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, this is different right here. So check this out, right? I got Bill God on there. I love Bill God, man. The nine song will definitely be on there because everybody that was on that song, I'm a huge fan of. Everybody, and that's how that song came about because I sat back and I studied and I watched them put their work in. You know, I always told Scrapes, I said, Scrapes, if I ever do something again, I'm coming to get you. I love your voice. I love your flow. I just love who you are as a person. And all 8 of those brothers blessed me with just hellfire. Who else, man? And I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, man. I got a song on the album. The last song I gave to Uno. Uno has his own song.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
hold on.
Shout out to Boxdale, man.
Yo, let me just say something to you about this. Hold on, before I get to that, I got another song called Napalm featuring Fly Daddy Flizzy, aka Wee Beta Oppie. It's called
Yeah,
Napalm. Listen to me. The song is called Napalm. So you look that up in your dictionary and you tell me what you think when you find out what that means,
That's what's
right?
up.
So this song Uno, right? For those that don't know, man, like I said, my little big brother rather, he is so different, he is so unique, he is so gifted when it comes to rhyme. And I said, yo, Uno, man, I just want you to add a joint out. He was like, yo, God, what you want me to do? I said, do what you do best. You know, bring the hellfire. And when I tell y'all, listen to me. When I tell y'all gonna be like, yo, what just happened? Fifth floor. Next time y'all see Barksdale, be like, yo, the God told me the 5th floor. That's it.
That's it.
The 5th floor. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him I see him at work tomorrow. I'm like,
Yeah, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't, man.
God, yo, I'm gonna kid you not. He might have went 50 bars straight, and what was so phenomenal about it, right? Right. You don't write. But what did that do? That just showed you that the black man is God.
Facts.
All day.
Facts, man. Facts.
So salute. We're gonna drop the album. You know that I'm with a label now, so it's dates now. I just can't sit up there. I'm gonna do this and do that now. So we just, you know, we're dealing with guidelines and things of that nature. So it's about to be crazy. Listen, real quick, yo, with the Heat Makers on Friday.
Okay.
Talk about, man.
I know it's gonna be a beautiful session. That's gonna be a beautiful session.
Yeah.
Listen, the arsonists.
Yeah.
We talking about platinum plaques. We talking about Killer Cam. We talking about Dipset. We talking about Weezy. You know, we talking some things now.
Wow.
Game's a little different right now, brother. So I'm gonna show them how it's supposed to be done. And I just really want to pass this down and let these youngins, man, see what this thing is about and change the culture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Most def.
But yo, man. You know what it is already, y'all. You know, I would like y'all, to please subscribe, press like, comment, and share to We Rebuilding We. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get out of here, I want to leave our people with a message real quick. Let's go. Big shout out to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Look at you. I'm talking to you personally. You are so magnificent, a creation of God. Let's look at you. You were tested by God with 3 tests before he allowed you the gift of life. In order for him to give you the gift of life, you had to be worthy to receive it.
Shout out to my brothers. I love y'all, man.
Allahu Akbar. Beautiful,
you already know.
Beautiful.
Love is love. Salam to my brothers out there. This is We Rebuilding We. I love y'all. And let's go. I'm out of here.
People have asked me, hey, why you don't come around no more? What you too good for us now? No, that's not it. The truth of the matter is, I don't go a lot of places where I don't make money. Yeah. If you see me somewhere, I've either made money there, I'm getting money at the moment, or I plan on making money. That's just my mentality these days. You understand? That's just where I have to be. You understand? I hope that you can acquire that mentality as well. If you see me somewhere and looks like I'm chilling, no, I'm thinking of ways to get to the money. You understand?
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV.
What a do, y'all? What a do? Great grandson in the building, man. This is We Rebuilding We. You know what it is, man. We here now. Let's go. We got special guests in the building. 209 Snug. Let's do it. Yo, what it do, y'all? You know what it is. Grandson in the building of We Rebuilding We. You feel me? Have a special guest today. I got my brother in the building who's going to come through. Snug. You feel me? My brother H. Terry. We're going to get here and talking about what we've been talking about, the gun violence in my city. You want to get in, you got the link right there in the chat. You heard? And like I said, this is grandson. And there's some things that's been going on all over New York. You feel me? We're going to get to that also. So check it out. We're going to come through with some little things. You know how I do, man. Intro. We Rebuilding We.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV.
Peace, peace, King. Peace, peace.
Peace, peace, peace.
Happy that you on here, man, that we can be able to rock and roll, man, on some things, you know. My people, I got my brother right here. This is my brother Henry Terry of 209 Snug. This is a brother right here. I grew up since we was kids. You feel me? We here right now to talk about some things that's been going on throughout New York, the whole New York state, you know, with the gun violence up in Newburgh, all the way down to Staten Island. There's some things going on. We're here to talk about how our brothers can make a change. You know, some say that we won't be able to do it. How you going to say that when you didn't try it first? You know what I'm saying? So we basically here to build. My brother, would you please introduce yourself to the people, man?
My name is Henry Terry. And that's it in a nutshell. I've had many names before. I had a name in the streets, but that name, that man no longer exists. So, you know, from this on and for the rest of my life, I'll be known as Mr. Henry Terry, plain and simple.
That's what it is.
Snug program right here in the great city of Mount Vernon, New York, which is my birthplace. Mount Vernon bore me, Mount Vernon raised me, and I'm definitely a product of my environment.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yo, whip wop, salute, King. Happy that you was able
What's
to
going
make
on,
it, King.
King?
Chilling, man. We got our
Definitely. How
brother in
y'all
the
brothers doing?
building. We chilling, man.
I see what's going on, man. Y'all can hear
man.
me?
Yes, sir. Can hear you very clear, man. Can hear you
Loud and
clear.
clear.
That's what's up.
Word,
Good to see
man.
you, brothers, man.
Yeah, man. Good to see you too, King. See them nice plush sheets in there. Those seats looking nice in there, man. Just sitting on, man. You know, you know what I mean?
Had to come out here to some quiet, you know?
That's it. You know how I do. Same thing, man. But yo, I want to get back
Nah,
to my
definitely.
brother quick. Far as everybody know who you are. Let the people know how it is, like as far as fatherhood. You feel what I'm saying? With the great king, the great prince and princesses you have, man.
I'm a father of 6. I'm actually in the studio, right here in the Snug studio with my oldest son. That's my junior right here.
That's what's up.
And he just finished laying something down. Just exploring his newfound musical talents. Father for me is everything, man. Becoming a father changed my life. It taught me what real love is like. I've always been responsible, but it gave me true responsibility. It's important to me how I live my life because it's important to me how my children see me. You know what I mean? The greatest gift in the world that a man can give is his example. And if you ask my sons or my daughters what an example of a man is, they can tell you without a hesitation, nor with any second thought of what it is that they're going to explain to you, because they know the example that their father lived in front of them.
That's what's up, man. So, King, you always been that king, man. Always on it. You get what I'm saying? Like how our fathers was. You already know. You already know, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to get right to it. How do you feel about the gun violence right now in our city? And other places like Yonkers. How do you feel about it, brother?
I'm all the way affected by it, and feel somewhat responsible for it, because a lot of the things that the youth are doing today are things that I did in my youth, and it set the tone for those that was coming behind me, right? I had this discussion earlier today, man. I have a song which is my favorite song, and it says that I gotta clean up what I messed up, starting my life all over again. So it's my life's work to make sure that I show the youth of today something different, that I allow them to see me as something different. My example is not just for me, but for everything that can see me, everything that gets in contact with me, and everything that's coming behind me. That's why it's so important to me that I stand tall as a man in all aspects of my life.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up, man. Me and my brothers was talking about it like last week, like all the programs we had when we was growing up, like the YMCA, the Boys Club is still there. Let the brothers know about the Dole Center and the great things that's been going on down at the Dole Center.
The Dole it is the community center here in Mount Vernon. It's the only one that we have left. It falls under the Department of Recreation, which is headed by Sylvia Gatson, who is the Commissioner of Recreation. We have a very good relationship. She's very supportive in the community. She's very supportive of the Snug program, and she's definitely one that makes sure to give back. When we grew up, we had a PAL, man. When we lost the PAL, due to a fire that happened in the community, the Dole Center opened up a new boxing gym under Mr. Allen Ayers and the YCOP program.
Rest in peace, Mr. Allen Ayers, man.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace.
The team was called the Mount Vernon Bangers. My name at the time in the streets was Headbanger. So for the I was there, and I led the team to, y'all know, numerous victories.
Facts. Facts.
God gave all of us different.
True story.
My talent was being physical and being precise at being physical. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
also like a way for me to spend time off the corner. You know what I mean? When I wasn't on the corner, I was in the gym. When I wasn't out, causing a ruckus, I was in the gym. And it was a place for where I also found my father and I was able to do most of our bonding. I'm my father's youngest son, but I'm also my father's junior. And anybody that knew my father and knew me, they would tell you that I was the spitting image of my father.
Twin.
I was really walking in those same shoes. And my father, being the dude that he was, he knew that was something he couldn't stomach, man. He didn't want to lose his son to the streets. And he was afraid of the heart that his son had because it matched his. My heart mirroring his heart, and my actions mirroring the actions that he took before me. He knew what the end of that road looked like, and he never wanted me to get there. So, a lot of people would call it tough love, but I would call it, my father giving me a clear understanding. You know what I mean? And it actually helped me, man. It's not for everybody, and we all got our own way that we reach our children, our youth, our nephews, our nieces, or whoever it might be. But you got to find out exactly what that is and make sure that you apply the pressure and don't ease up. My father kept his knee on my neck, man, the whole time that he was with me. I appreciate it because it's a big part of the reason that I am who I am today. A lot of people follow me today because I followed my father's lead in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Not making some of the mistakes, because I did make some of the same mistakes, but I didn't make them the same way. You know what I mean? You live and you learn.
That's right.
Know better, you do better. And when you do better, you teach better, because there's somebody watching everything that you do.
Yes, sir. Word up, man. Your pops was no joke too, man. He was not playing, man. You heard up, real talk. Yo, man. So I spoke to a couple brothers, and they want to be a part of the outreach program. They want to start doing things in the hood, in the neighborhood, from 914, Bronx, so forth. How can our brothers and sisters be a part of what you're doing, beloved?
Almost every community has a snug team in it. Reach out to that team, whether it be the program manager or one of the outreach workers. And the outreach workers are the guys that you see out in the street every day. They're the boots on the ground. They're the ones that are actually doing the work, building the rapport and the relationships with the youth, man. And just reach out to whatever snug unit that you have in your community, wherever your community is. We're located in 15 different cities here in the state of New York, and we're looking to expand even further. And our outreach, they've been exactly where our youth are today, and they've been able to make the transition and make the transformation into becoming who they are today, to be able to reach back and grab some of these young men and let them know this is exactly how this path goes, because this is the path that I walked. I don't want to see you walk this path, because this is how it ends. This is what it comes with. This is the consequences of it, right? And anytime a person can talk to you from a place of experience, life lived experiences, it hit different, right?
Yes, sir.
You receive it different, you respect it different, and you respond to it different. And that's the key to our success, man. Our life lived experiences.
That's what it is, man. Like I was saying, like I explained to you, brother, we're not gonna be too long with here, we gotta do our things in the morning. Webb, you have any questions for my brother while he on here, man? You know what I'm saying? I have some more questions to ask him, but it's good, Yo, Chase, Whip is a part of what I'm doing.
Listen, man, I don't see why he wouldn't be, man.
Word, he's a big part of what I'm doing. He's the OG of this. You know what I'm saying?
He's a big part of the cleanup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The big part of the problem. So Whip real.
Nah, Devin, right now, I'm just glad to see him.
I'm just glad to see Head where he is now, because I seen when he was Head Banger. I remember he was Head Banger. Know what I'm saying? I was there. And now he's Henry. Know what I'm saying? And he's definitely doing a great job in the community, and he got a lot of people following him. And I even remember Little Henry when the first time I was to coach football in the community. First time I seen Little Henry, he was just running around the football field. Guess what I did? I grabbed the uniform and put it on him. He didn't practice or nothing. I put him on the field. And guess what? He was playing ever since.
Yeah.
You know, and now even to see him as a grown man, he's a grown man himself now, Little Henry.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a blessing to see all of that, and it's even to see the way they're growing, and him as a man, what he's doing with his children. You know, it's a blessing. It's just a blessing, because in our community, like I said, I was a father at the football field. I coached a lot of the youth in the community, and guess what? I didn't see a lot of fathers at the football field. I see these dudes on the street. I never saw some of these dudes at their son's football field, at their son's football game. That's something I could never understand.
Facts.
You know, and that's something in the community. That's another thing. We got to get these fathers out here with their children also. That's a big part of what's going on out here. The fathers aren't in their son's life. And a lot of these sons that are out here shooting on these Mount Vernon streets, their fathers are out here on these Mount Vernon streets.
Yep.
Exactly.
But I'm going to let you finish.
No, it up, man. So, you know, when they break it down like this, there are ways that we can teach these young dudes. You know, I was explaining to the older guard. You can't teach them in a group. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach them in a group. Like, for instance, you're a prime example, Henry. You know what I'm saying? To where that you got brothers that want to do what you're doing right now, doing good, supporting their family. You get what I'm saying? You're a good example in the community, bro. And we salute you and appreciate you, man. Especially me, man.
Thank you.
Word up, bro. You come a long way, man. You come a long way. Shout out to Nate. You know, his birthday just passed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nate, man. His bro. But like I said, man, the main thing that I'm doing this platform, getting on these platforms right now is to reach. Is to reach, you know, where this is going right now. It may not be too many people right now on it, seeing what we're doing right now, but once it's recorded, we share it all over the place. All right. I have part 1 with Arbonne. Got you part 2. I'm just waiting for Kenny to come up from Florida, so I can have both of them on the platform. You know, they set is going to be super long. I'm gonna let them control the whole platform. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Once Ali and them get on it. You know what I mean? So, yo, it was one more thing I had to say, and it was like far as reaching out to the mayor, see if we are able to get some type of programs going for these young guys. You get what I'm saying? Because like when we was growing up, we had a whole bunch. We had RAC, we had the YMCA. Now, are there any way that we can reach to these people?
Well,
where can we start with that?
As far as the mayor goes, she pretty much has an open door policy, man. And there's a lot of programs that are in place. But I think that they're probably not they're not being pushed in the right manner. But there's a whole lot of programs that are in place that are available, and it's just not being broadcast properly. But if anybody has a moment or has the time to go by City Hall, you can go to the Recreation Department or any other department inside the city of Mount Vernon and find out exactly what's going on, what programs are available. Because it's a lot of programs that are available. You know, people aren't getting the information. So we got to figure out a better way to share the information, right? And that's what information is for. Information is to be shared, right? Because
exactly.
It can't help nobody if you hold on to it. You know what I mean? But as far as that goes, and like I said, the recreation department as well, you know, they're also behind a lot of the programs. Like they got the soccer program open, the boxing program just reopened. They got after school programs that are in place. There's some tutoring programs that are available, right? And all of that is through the city, and most of it through the recreation department. So there are programs available. We just gotta reach out. And I know some people, may have the attitude as to why should I have to reach out to inquire? Well, if you never inquire, how do you learn?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts. How you get the information?
Word up.
Told us that a closed mouth don't get fed. Right? So just open your mouth so that you can eat, man, and eat this information and take it back home and share it with your families, your friends, your neighbors, and be a vessel instead of a victim, man. Don't victimize yourself by saying, oh, they don't have anything for us when you haven't really inquired to go see what's in place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just gotta look for it. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's the thing too. That's why I made this platform again. Like, brother, if you have anything that you dealing with, you need to get it across. I'm willing to promote whatever you have, brother.
Absolutely.
Even on these platforms, any flyers you have or anything like that. Because that's what it is. Because it's all about togetherness. And brothers don't understand that. For us to be successful at certain things, it's all about togetherness, man. Everybody on one accord. You feel me? That's why I made it one unit, one goal. Because we all on one unit and we on one goal. And that's to reach these young boys, to lead them in the right way, man. And these young sisters, man.
And we gotta understand, like, anything great, it took a collaborative effort, man.
That's right.
The problem with today, man, and with our society and with our people as a whole is that everybody's looking for recognition. Let the work be recognized, because once the work is done, that everybody did their part, right? And when the work is successful, you're recognized because the work is recognized. Nobody's bigger than the work, and everybody aimed to be mentioned before the work. Nah. But guess what? If you call out sick or you fall to the wayside, somebody else got to fill that spot. And you know what they're gonna be doing? The work.
That's right.
The work.
Don't be about, you know what I mean? Don't never let it be about you, man.
That's right, man. You're not gonna get nowhere. You get what I'm saying? That's it. Word, man.
Always
learned that. Yo, I don't mean to cut you off, but keep it real, keep it 100. When we was growing up, that's how our elders were.
Yeah.
They got things done working together. You remember how Third used to be?
That's a fact.
How Sanford Boulevard used to be.
They understood the village.
Yeah, exactly. They stuck together.
We got away from being a village, man. We really got away from being a village. Everybody started saying you, him, her, and I. You know what I mean? And we're a people that come from we. You know what I mean? So once we started saying you, him, her, and my, we got saying we, which means that somebody was being left out. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna be successful.
All of us.
Trying to push people out. We got to learn how to get back to being inclusive instead of exclusive. You know what I mean? Stop trying to push people out or make people a part of a certain category or a part of a certain group. You understand what I'm saying? When I look at my brother, I see me.
That's right.
I'm going to treat me the best. So I'm going to treat my brother the best as well. You know what I mean?
Right up, man. We ain't got too much going on, but yo, brother, before we get out of here, man, I ask you to lead us in a prayer real quick.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what I mean? And then after we end this prayer, we're going to end the show and we're going to get back to part 3 with our brothers from the Stiff program. You can lead the way, my brother.
Heavenly Father, we come before you right now. Lord, thanking you for all things before asking for anything. We thank you for life, health, strength. We thank you for love, family, community. Lord, and we ask that you continue to keep us, cover us, guide us in your word, in your will, and in your way. Lord God, put the commune back in community so that we can come together. We ask these things right now in your name. Amen.
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 Salam to all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. I'm going to say the name again. We Rebuilding We. Salute my brothers. I love y'all, man.
Peace, brothers. Great show. It's good,
Peace,
Henry. Beautiful.
Word
All right, King.
another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV.
Inside the store and you ate some items. Is that true or not true? 6 to 7. You receive? Hey. Hey. Listen, we just want to have a conversation. You want some? Yes. You want some chocolate? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you want some first? It's fine. You're right. Let me sit. All right, let's go over. Just go over here. Over here. You pull that back. Come on, let us in.
The 37-year-old man shot by a New Rochelle police detective on Monday died Thursday night, multiple sources confirmed to the USA Today Network New York.
Get every light loss out already, cause you want don't stop for your road.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV.
This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGC TV.
Yeah, y'all. Back again. It's been a minute, but I'm back again. You feel me? Back in effect. You know, we got some things to talk about today, man. It's really about the tipster. All right, we're going to come to you with some official things that we talk about, like as far as what Tony Yayo said and how what he agreed upon. You get what I'm saying? He went with and agreed with Boosie saying that tipster is a rat, and he agreed upon Boosie dropping the album because that guy told on his dead cousin. Feel me? And then we're going to get back into it again. We have brothers with talent who sing and share their pain on beat, on wax. You heard? But like I said, yo, this is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. Let's go. Yeah, I'm back again, man. You already know, man. If you just stepped into place, man, press that like button, man. Subscribe and share, you heard? But yo, we're gonna talk about these things that's going on, man. You heard? We're gonna get right into it. So, got this right here from Vlad. This is for fair use only. Fair use only, you heard? We're gonna get into this real quick. All right, this is Vlad interviewing Tony Yayo and how he felt about Boosie comment against T.I. So we're gonna check it out real quick, you heard? Word up his great grandson, man. Let's go.
Like yourself, right? You would never cooperate. You would never tell. And what's interesting is that just today, this clip dropped with Boosie. Now, remember, you and I talked about this in our last interview. T.I. did an interview, and he said that he told on his dead cousin, okay, right, in order to get out of a gun case when he was younger, right?
Well, see, for me, when I talk to my lawyers just say shut the fuck up and don't say nothing. So that's how I'm trained.
You heard what he said. When you talk to your lawyers will tell you to shut the fuck up and don't say nothing. Too much of this, man. Real talk. We continue.
From the get-go, so I won't be like, if I have Cole Scott name it, he's like, all right, wait till I come. You know, it's like you don't say anything. So I don't know how, even if it's a dead nigga, live nigga, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Don't say anything.
I mean, my lawyer's gonna tell me don't say nothing, and I just think that's the best thing to do.
Well, here's the thing with Boosie, though, because this makes it a little bit unique. So, in a previous interview, I brought up the whole story of Terrence Gangster Williams, for example. Boosie went off. Boosie went off on him, and still said he's a rat. You know, that's still telling, whatever else.
You know, that's how that shit go, man. You stay solid, nigga. Some of us gonna make it, some of us ain't.
Real talk, man. You speaking real talk, man. You know, you shut your motherfucking mouth, man. I don't give a damn, man. Dead or alive, man. You don't talk. You don't talk. I don't care how much a lot of brothers think it's official to do that. Even if you told on a dead corpse, you still an informant. Talk your shit, Boosie. Let's go.
That's just how it gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You can take that gangster shit off your name, man. Real shit, man. That shit hurt me when I heard about that shit. You know, cause you know how all the niggas in that city stand up for gangsta and that gold, man. Niggas talk highly of this man. You know, they stand on this nigga name. You know, and that shit hurted me to hear that nigga was out of jail and that nigga didn't got down. Cause the niggas in that city, they stand up behind that nigga. When I say Lee Luke, when I rep Baton Rouge and all my niggas, they want to come up, put down and stand solid and put in work in the streets, they say gangster. That's one of the names they say. And that nigga fuck that up with real niggas in the penitentiary.
So
real talk, man. Down in Baton Rouge, man. Real talk. I got family that live down there. And Boosie got a lot of respect down there. You heard? That's a true fact. But we will continue. If he just came in, press that like button. Shout out to Vlad TV. This is for fair use only. Let's continue, Tony A.
Oh, the thing is with Boosie is that Boosie and T.I. had a mixtape that was coming out.
Okay.
They have a collab. They have a collab mixtape that they were putting together and so forth.
Yeah, I remember that.
And everyone was like, yo, see if Boosie has that same energy for T.I. because that's his man. They go back, their kids play together, whatever else. They got a mixtape coming out together and so forth. Well, how is Boosie going to react when you bring that up? People thought I would bring it up, but I brought it up. You want to see what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
He responded. There's a little bit of back and forth, and that was the end of that. But since our last interview, there's a podcast that came out with your man T.I. Yeah, and he talked about a somewhat similar situation. He said that him and his cousin ended up.
Yo, listen to Boosie. This dude is mad funny, man. This dude is mad funny. Listen to him, man.
Catching a gun case. His cousin died, and he cooperated against his dead cousin and made that gun case go away. So all through the comments when that came out was, hey, Boosie said what he said about Terrence. How does he feel about the situation with T.I.?
Well, I feel like the situation with Terrence, I don't even know if that's true. Because I got people who want to come to Vlad TV and talk to you about it. But so I don't know if that's true. With the T.I. situation, if he dead, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when I saw that, I think T.I. fucking lying. I think he went up there and just got the fucking talking. You think something happened at 17, 18 years old, right? You gonna hold, how vocal he is, I've been around this, you gonna hold that in all them damn time. All this damn time for 20-something years, you gonna hold that in, and it finally came out.
Why admit to that?
Why admit to that after, like, bro, this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. T.I., he's saying this happening early in his career.
Right. I've seen enough. What? Listen.
Like I said, if it just came in, press the like button, man. Right now we're talking, we're showing Vlad TV right now. This is for fair use only. Tony Yayo responding off of what Boosie said about T.I. of him being a rat. Let's continue.
Well, I mean, let me just say this, since we haven't gotten that part yet. Yeah. Boosie said the mixtape is done. He's not doing it.
No, I mean,
he said it's a wrap. He said there are 8 songs in. He said this mixtape is going to be better than Drake and 21 Savage. This is his man for however many years. He said he's super done.
I fuck with Boosie hard body, and with Boosie with any New York record, like with any, I got records from Boosie, Waka, Yo Gotti. I got records from niggas in the South faster than niggas in New York at a time. So I'm always gonna respect Boosie because I send a record, that shit be sent back to me the next day. I send a record to Yo Gotti next day, Waka, you know what I'm saying? So I always respect them boys down here. As for T.I., I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, I feel like the industry pick and choose. That's why I don't fuck with niggas. Like,
And that's a fact. Tony Yayo's not lying. He was on his records with these guys from the South all the time. He was right. They sent that record right back to him. He always made a song with brothers in the South. Let's continue.
Like, T.I. got caught with Mad Himmers, he got out. You know, if it
He had to do a Crime Stoppers commercial.
if it was me or somebody else, I think people just pick and choose. That's just how the industry is. I don't want to talk bad about that man because that's his situation. I know for me, when I get locked up, the first thing you do is you call your lawyer and shut the fuck up. I don't know how niggas get in negotiating rooms with the feds and the state anyway. That's just me and where the fuck I come from, right? So, like, just call your lawyer. Your lawyer will figure all that shit out. And honestly, stay the fuck out of trouble if you don't want the heat. The Fifth always told us the smartest shit. If you gotta go there with a pistol, then why the fuck is you going? Because the lawyer fees, the headache to your family, motherfuckers ain't ready for that shit. Feds knocking at your door, lawyer want 50,000, kids fucking paranoid, cribs getting shot up. Niggas don't want part.
Like I was saying, man, you know, people do a lot of things fucked up. You know, far as they get caught doing their dirt and won't go through their time, but they'll run their mouth and talk about somebody else's grind and what they're doing and get them locked up. That's disrespectful, man. So, yo, this is great grandson of We Will Be Rebuilding We. If it just came in here, press that like button. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, we're going to continue with Boosie. His reaction with T.I. showing his paperwork on social media. Let's go.
T.I. posted paperwork. Man, I hope he did it. Why would he do that? Because that's the why would he post his paperwork showing you did it? That's even worse. Right. Williams got his paperwork. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter who got their paperwork. It's what's on the paperwork that make it a sin to me. It could have been my daddy. I done lost loves of my life. I done lost friends who I consider friends. I done lost niggas who are supposed to be gangsters, all to the same reason.
True fact, man. And like I said, if you just came in here, press that like button. Press the dislike button if you want to. But it's free to press that like button. You feel me? Come with straight good content. This right now, we're talking about Boosie. Talking about T.I. putting up that paperwork. He put his own paperwork up there. That just made things worse, Boosie saying. Let's go.
If I lose another one, it ain't, hey man, hey. I done lost niggas to the same shit. Love my life. Well, go for it. Boots asleep with ice on.
If you just came in and press that like button, man. You heard? Press that like button if you just came up here, man. Word up. Right now, we got Boosie talking about T.I. posting his paperwork up on social media, saying just made things worse, King. Word.
T.I. posted paperwork. Man, I hope he did it. Why would he do that? Because that's the.
So make sure you subscribe to We Too Rebuilding We.
Get every light that's out already, cause you are non-stop fire. Roll.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Road Block Prod MM of GGCTV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
What it do, y'all? Here to talk to you about a situation, sad situation in my city that's going on, where that a young teenager was murdered and her friend was fatally stabbed. I'm gonna send my love and condolences to the family members of Kayla Green, young princess, honor student, leader of the JV basketball team, cheerleading squad. You feel me? This is a tough one for me to talk about. You know what I mean? Because I have daughters. So, last Friday, after Mount Vernon won the state championship, they had a parade. After the parade, there was a fight that broke out to where the teams were being jumped. Kayla decided to jump into it because her friend was being harmed. Like I said, this is a young princess. She was not violent or anything. Told to me by students that go to school with her. She even said it. She said, "I'm not a fighter, I'm a princess." The thing I want to say, man, where are the leaders at? Where are the leaders at? What I mean by that, there's a lot of churches in Mount Vernon. Where are the pastors at? They're going to have to step up to the plate now and go to the school and speak to these students. Because a lot of these students are traumatized behind it. I have daughters. This could have happened to anybody's child. Me watching the footage, this took place right down the block from the police station. I didn't see no police running to the scene. I have seen no police driving to the scene. It's literally right down the block, not too far from the police headquarters in City Hall. This happened on Prospect and Gramerton Avenue in Mount Vernon. So this is the thing I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We have these young kids out here that's causing harm against each other. I'm going to reach out to some very important people who are doing big things in neighborhoods where violence is happening at. Okay? Where the violence is happening at in these neighborhoods. Sending my condolences to Kayla Green family. And asking Allah to give strength to the families on both sides, because we lost 2 teenagers, females. We have one that's gone, and you have one that's going to go into the system. This has to stop. This has to stop. This has to stop. What is the next step? What is the next step? That's the question to be asked, so that this doesn't happen again. Laverne, we here for you. We here to support you to the fullest. We here to basketball team, cheerleading squad. You feel me? What a do, what a do, what a do, y'all. Great grandson in the building of We Rebuilding We. Let's go.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. Let's go.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Well, I'm here today, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do a little recap on what's been. First of all, I'm going to say, ain't nothing wrong with smoking a great cigar. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a great cigar. But, yo, we're going to go have these recaps for 2022 of We Rebuilding We. Each thing that I come up with. And after it's over, we're going to have a discussion about it. You feel me? But like I said, this is great grandson of We Rebuilding We.
Roadblock.
Yeah, like I was saying, y'all, we'll get back to it before I start. The first thing we're going to talk about is this black creator who takes air and convert it into water. You heard what I said, man? He converts the air, makes H2O with it. That's unbelievable. So like I said, these are recaps that I had set on the side for us to talk about. That was pre-recorded. But y'all check this out. Do what it do, y'all. This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. You feel me? Before I get into this, I'm gonna ask y'all to please press like, subscribe, comment, and share. You heard? Well, we're going to get into it. We have another creator, inventor. I'm just asking y'all to just pay attention to this. This man creates a machine using air to create clean water. He needs protection ASAP. He needs protection ASAP. No question about it. He needs protection ASAP. This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We.
Clean drink. drinking water, a natural resource we often take for granted near the Great Lakes. But Moses West knows a water crisis is quietly growing.
Everybody knows we're running out of water.
A problem the retired ranger spent the past 4 years working to eliminate.
All the water that we need it exists right here in the air.
He believed so strongly in that idea. In 2015, West invented an atmospheric water generator, or AWG, a machine that takes in air and turns it into drinking water.
We're at the place now, I think, making 50, 100, 200, 250,000, a million gallons of water at an incredibly low energy consumption. I think cheaper than groundwater by far. Cheaper than desalination.
So far, 12 of these AWGs exist. West planted them in 3 areas, including the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, and Flint, Michigan.
I need to engage with the people here, and I need to show them what this machine does, and they need to understand that it is their machine, and I am here for them.
West says his AWGs are federally approved, and the water quality is also tested by the Colorado Water Authority.
It's clean. It's good enough to drink. No bacteria or anything in it. And the reason that we go through the filtration process, so as soon as you turn it on, it starts making water.
You may be wondering how these atmospheric generators are tied to Wisconsin.
That's crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? On how that brother did that. How he converted that. He needs protection ASAP. My brother needs protection ASAP. You feel me? How you can take the air and convert it. I got next one right here, but before I play it, we're going to have a little intermission real quick. Let's go.
Mama, I'm tired. Don't know what to do. No. Stressed out is a matter for sure. I'm gonna pop off when I walk out that door. They say he was wired. Mama, I'm tired. And I know what I'm doing is wrong. We need that money, we've been struggling too long. Mama, forgive me for what I did. Hot back and fired. Mama, I'm tired.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Road Block Prod MM of GGC.
That's for my struggles. Hubby had slow to move. I had the shoes and the shovel.
Oh, the cousin got the work, but he ain't want to front it to me until I got 50. Then a nigga cut it for me. He looked me in my face when he put it in my palms. He acting a little funny because he cool with my moms. It's an eye though. I moved that thing in the night though. My moms think I got the bud. I'm fucking with the white though. If he ain't popping checks, bet you that is white though. Her ass a little fat, honey, a little psycho. Try and get your dicks up. She try and get a chips up. That's kind of funny, but they fucking for that money. Oh no. Trips to DR, she try and tuck away her tummy. Nigga been spitting pain since a youngin'. Pull a moon turtle, rain when it's coming. Flip 2 quarters and got some change for an onion. Name on.
Okay. Hey,
I heard him.
Look.
Hey,
I'm dinner's up.
Let's go.
Johnny's on this joint.
I'm a young nigga.
Yeah.
I'm playing around. Who up next? Let's go.
Yeah.
What man?
Make niggas want to go.
That's why I walk with the dirty vibe. Man, it's too like
Wait, hold up.
to the city cop. They got a hard out for niggas trying to get the guap. To make it hard out for niggas trying to get the
Bring that light back,
guap.
Ginger.
Yo, niggas don't eat, niggas start getting shot. Niggas like crabs in the butt plug. From my hood to your hood, never ghetto I know. Your hood, my hood, small town. Young niggas ride with the toes. Run down for your bread, and I ain't talking about bitches to play you close. Get you between the sheets, rock your ass to sleep. See niggas stay getting it. Niggas shit is sweet. It's like Somalia around here. Us niggas gotta eat. So of course the guns is going off. Out here in the dirty north, niggas killing like a sport. You'll get your shit pushed on the sidewalk for coming out your mouth with all that side talk. These little niggas like things. I'm talking nice things. Meanwhile, nice change, book ass and light change. But we better bring the burner to the dice game. Southside of murder. Nigga, you know it's real. Nigga be outside getting killed. Smoke. They strapped in the battlefield. Hit him in his head, make sure he dead so he'll get tattletale. True story, no fairy tale. Look at the news type of Channel 12.
That's
Look up
one
my
of them.
New York.
Yeah.
And all you gonna see is yellow tape and shell. Another nigga dead.
Yeah.
With all these unsolved murders,
That's what we
they gotta
do.
bring it in the fast. They crack it down the hustlers, got it hard to move the egg.
Get ready, G.
grinding, concealing diapers around.
Yeah.
Sending these young boys to lock the swipe game down. Cause I'm with niggas getting rich off them cards. How many pieces hit round niggas harder than y'all? Y'all got the game sour. Let these lanes get in power.
Yeah.
Real niggas fucking with
Freestyle Friday.
Who
Yeah.
allowed it? Fake
It's
shit.
coming back.
Niggas getting killed over
It's
beats I
sunlight.
don't know about it. That's why I fuck with
Treat 'em.
myself these days. These
Holy treat 'em.
little niggas, they ain't trying to get paid. They're getting bread and
That's
between
it.
the bitches' legs.
They ain't
wanna
doing
run
nothing but
around,
shooting
think they sell
things.
some early grades.
Right.
My
They ain't
niggas
trying to
I
get
know,
paid.
dead in the box or locked in the cage. But who am I to teach you? Oh no, I'm not a preacher. But you don't give a fuck.
Amen.
I don't give a fuck either.
Yeah. Why would we?
Cause my hood, niggas getting smoked like reefer.
Okay.
The dangerous storms and I'm here again. Get stronger now. Stronger than before. The lost me back and one at the end. Can't judge me. Only God can judge me. Only God can judge me at the gates of heaven. As days goes on. When I rise to the top, the sun is born. From New York on the boulevard of South. Memories I cherish. As a youngin' homie, I established our bond, meaning our brothers. Raised around gangsters and hustlers, 8th and 5th. From tearing the brown bricks, 2 lights from the BS. I'm that mechanic, managed to fix it when it's damaged. Flip spinach in an instance, being very demanding. For my cabbage, my dude, refuse to lose. Meaning in second place is a wrong move. But you can't win them all. I'm telling you, Mayweather will soon fall.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
niggas lie. These niggas lie. Yo, man, these money a fucking gangster. These niggas are suckers. Money a gangster. You don't fuck with bullets. Stop telling niggas to look you. Stop saying nigga, you ain't gonna do shit, nigga. You ain't gonna do shit.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Yeah, nigga, I'm out here, man. This the spot right here. You heard? This spot right here is it, man. Infused Exotics, man. Right here on Midwood and Nostrum. You get what I'm saying? We outside, man. Tune to our channel, We Rebuilding We. In the hood.
Roadblock.
This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. Let's go.
Straight face, and I'm being very honest. This is a person that I love and respect. And I know when you hear me joking and you hear me throwing my little darts and stuff, you know, I'm being entertaining, but I want to be so official in my, he hurt my feelings at first. I want to really reel this in a little bit because I considered him a friend. He's a person who's a producer, a radio DJ, an artist, and things of that sort. So, and I'm a huge fan of his music, a huge fan of his music, and I was disappointed. And then I was gonna just scrap with him in his comments, and then he feels like he wants to take it further and say what a rotten person I am and a DJ and this, that, and I'm taking payola and everything. So he wanted to give his opinion of me on his platform, and now I'm taking my platform to give my opinion of him. So this is a guy, I think he referred to himself as working at WBLS Hot 97, right? Let's first clear that up, my friend. It was Marley Marl's show. You are Marley Marl's son. You never talk about him. You never big him up. You learned everything that you do from Marley Marl. Okay, let's start there. And you were on the radio, and it was cute. This was 1990, my brother. No, I'm sorry, 88, 89. You were on the radio 32 years ago. 32. Let me tell you. 32 years ago, you were on the radio. 32. You think things have changed just a little bit since then? No, right? You don't think so, right? I know you don't. 32 years ago, you're on the radio. And you produced a ton of songs, a ton of records, and a ton of things. A ton of good records. No, iconic, great records. Including yours in your album. But you know what I found out about you, my brother? You didn't write those verses. Grand Puba wrote all your verses on your album. And CL Smooth wrote your verse on Down with the King. My phone is lit. That also makes you a fraud, my friend. So you say that you want to upkeep hip-hop, and you are all for hip-hop and preserving the culture, but you didn't write your own bars. You, my friend, are a buffoon. So, what year was I in? 1990? 92? 93? 92? 30 years ago. So, you put out an album, an amazing album, by the way, which you didn't write your bars. I'm sorry, Grand Puba wrote your album bars, and CL wrote your bars on Down with the King. That was the best verse of your life. You didn't even write it. It's so crazy. A lot of history lesson here in New York. I did my homework because this boy wants to go. We're going to go. Okay. You end up doing a whole lot of remixes. But your friend DJ Eddie F is the one that put you in power. All of those remixes you got were really for Eddie F. He passed them to you. Now you're suing him. This is crazy. Allegedly. That's what I heard. This is so crazy. And Eddie F put you on. Heavy D wanted to go in the studio with you. Rest in peace. And you wanted the money up front out of his album budget before you gave him the beats. You remember when you fell out? That's so crazy. But you want to uphold the culture. And I'm not upholding the culture. Is that correct, my friend? If you did not make that album with CL Smooth, the Carmel King with the golden voice, and he has an amazing radio voice. That's the only people wanted beats or remixes from you, my friend. Okay? Which I can't believe that that's how you're getting down, my brother. So you're suing Nas. Who else he's suing? He's suing Eddie F. Eddie F is Heavy D's DJ from Heavy D and the Boys, New York, who was, and will continue to be very important in the music business. And he put that buffoon on. Now he's suing him. Fast forward. Where do I? Oh, remixes. You're doing a lot of remixes in production, my brother. But you know what you forgot since you were a little stupid? When you did those remixes, you took the money up front. You didn't do your royalties. You didn't do any royalties for those. So now when you hear those spinning on the radio and you see it on Apple and Spotify and what's the other one called? Tidal. Sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. I'm not. Man, I apologize again, man. Now when you see it on those places, you don't get any money for it. That's why you're so upset. Because your money's tight. You remember, let me make sure, you remember when you were calling my office, let me turn the music down, and begging me to play at the tunnel? Did you forget that, man? Did you forget that, bozo? No, you couldn't have forgot that. No. New York City, I'm going to share a couple other things with you. Mister, do you remember when the YGs took you to the ATM machine to take out that money for them after they beat you up? Do you remember that, when they took you to the ATM and made you take out your card and take your money? Do you remember when you had that Nothing But Love cookout and they beat you up in front of that cookout? No, I'm sorry, that was 2-5. 2-5, that was 2-5. You remember you were talking to his baby mama? You remember they beat you up in the park? You didn't forget that though, did you? No. No. You remember when the YGs took your chain and your watch? Punk. You want to play with me with this? You want to play with social media? You want to talk? You upset? You mad at me? You know what bothers you the most? When you go to my gram, you see me coming out those cars and you see me in those clubs. That's what's bothering you. So I take money to play records? Go to my social media. You think I need a little 2,500 from some of these bozo rappers? You think I need that money, huh? You think, and now listen, New York, what was it, Chemical Bank they took you to the ATM? What bank they took you to? Now, New York City, back then, you could only take out $500, so it wasn't about the money. It was about them knowing to let you know that you were a punk. That's why they took you to the ATM. Because it was only $500, but they wanted you to know that you were a punk. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. No. Nah, I'm not done yet. You also like the police. Yeah, you do. Oh.
Yo. What it do, y'all? This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. We have some content for y'all today, and this is serious content that we're talking about, all right? We're going to sit here and we're going to talk about things that's going on with our children being missing. But first, you already know, man, what channel we rap. Let's go.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Roadblock.
Get up in here, press that like button, baby. Great grandson of G.
serious issue we're gonna be talking about today, man. Real serious issue, man. Let's go.
Another production by Roadblock MMGGCTV. In the past 2 weeks, Cleveland Police Department records show there are reported missing children between the ages of 12 and 17 years old. Since May 2nd, there have been 27 kids reported as active missing cases, and that number may be higher as some have been located and removed from the active file. Consider that as a whole, Cleveland.
So what's going on right now, man? You know, got these 27 children missing in the last 2 weeks, and he just put out the Amber Alert. Let's continue.
Cleveland currently lists a total of 56 active missing children cases.
56 within 1 month. 56, my G. 56 in 1 month. God bless these children, man. Wherever they are, man. Wherever they are. Just hope they can get home safe, y'all. Let's pray that they get home safe. You feel me? Let's pray that they get home safe, man. Real talk, man. Let's continue.
Dating back a number of years, meaning almost half of the active cases are from just the past 2 weeks. Chief John McJoy is not only the police chief for Newburgh Heights, but also the board president of Cleveland Missing, a nonprofit organization designed to help loved ones find missing persons. We have the cases when we are providing support to the families, McJoy said. The subject can be viewed in several ways: end of school year, or whether opportunities. ITS believe the majority of the cases are runaways, not abductions. Parents should keep a close eye on children as social media, as this is a significant impact for teens. McJoy said, yeah, like I said to me personally, he is a suspect. 33 years on the job, did Mr. McJoy solve any cases? I am just saying, because the number 33 is suspect by people we are low. Cleveland has reported an alarming increase in missing children reports this year, according to local police, after 27 children were reported missing in the city. In recognition of National Missing Children Day, which occurs annually on May 25th, Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost released the 2022 Ohio Missing Children Clearinghouse Report. The 2022 report found that 20,617 people went missing in 2022, 1,603 more than the year before. Of those 20,617 people missing, 15,555 were reports of missing children, 8,224 females, and 7,331 males. The annual report found that 96% or 14,940 children were recovered safely by the end of the year. Nothing terrifies a parent more than the thought of losing a child, Yost said. Thankfully, when a child goes missing, Ohio law enforcement rises to the task and often quickly reunites missing kids. My heart is with the parents whose child hasn't yet come home. List of reported circumstances found in the report: 8,525. Cases involved a runaway where a child left home without permission and stayed away overnight. 34 cases involved abduction from a non-custodial parent where a parent, another family member, or another person acting on behalf of a parent keeps or conceals a child, depriving another individual of custody or visitation rights. 5 cases involved abduction by a stranger. In 2022, Ohio law enforcement.
This is sickening, man. It's sad. Yeah.
So you think, do you really?
I just want to know, man, why nobody is talking about this? Why isn't the president talking about this, man? Why are the mayors not talking about this? This is a very sad situation, y'all. Seriously, man. These kids didn't even make it back home, wherever they were at. Wherever they was at, they didn't make it home, man. You heard? Last night we tuned in. Shout out to my brother Smitty and my brother Cosmo on Blue Dollars Network. We talked about this last night. You heard? So we're going to have a little preview on this real quick. Yo, check this out, y'all. Shout out to Blue Dollars Network. Share this content. When you come up here, press that like button, man.
What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal? Welcome to Blow Dollars Network, where we network. As y'all know, networking is the best work, and salute to everybody out there. 9 to 5 is better than 25 any day in America. Salute to my co-host, Cosmology Bay, as well. You already know. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to Cosmology Bay.
Subscribe to my brother's page. You subscribe to his channel, y'all.
Rising, man. Got an interesting show this morning. It was a topic brought up by the sisters last night. If I'm not mistaken, the sister Rain had brought something up about some children out in Cleveland missing for 2 weeks. But you know, I did my research, and it's come to find out that they've been missing for over 2 weeks. Not just 2 weeks, over 2 weeks. Whip wop, top of the morning. Salute. It's crazy out here, man. We gotta be more careful.
Shout out to my brother Whip wop.
You know, watch our kids where they going, monitor them a little more. You know, this is crazy. For real. Darryl Carr, salute. This is kind of weird to me, man, that this news wasn't reported a little bit sooner. You know, serious matters like that, when you got 27 children missing out the blue, just gone, ages 12 to 17. That's kind of crazy right there. You know, it makes you think. Big cat, salute. It makes you think like, wow, what's going on? What you jacking TV Talkcast, salute. Peace, God. Yeah, you already know my brother all the time. You know I am. You know I'm gonna get the people the real at all times. That's what we do at Blow Dollars Network. So we gonna get straight into this, man. You know, we ain't gonna waste no time. Good morning to everybody. I hope y'all got your coffee.
Yo, before I even go on, go subscribe to my brother's channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to his channel, Blow Dollars Network. Blow Dollars Network. And also subscribe to us also. We Rebuilding We. Let's proceed.
Matter of fact, let me go get mine.
This was a very, very good get up right here on what we're talking about. And what I mean by that, these are subjects that people are not talking about. They're continuously going at one another, disrespecting one another, but not really know what's really going on in the world, man. Nearly 50 children in 1 month in Ohio, man. Nearly 30 children in 2 weeks. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Word. Unbelievable. Crazy.
30 children are reported missing in 2 weeks, as he says. We don't know whether they've been trafficked, involved in gang activity, or drugs. You know, that's their usual excuse. You know what I mean? They throw it off on the kids. Oh, these kids was involved in drugs. These kids was they probably was involved in some gangs, runaways, and all that. That's what they always put on these
That's what
kids.
they always
You know,
say.
but they know the reality and what's going on. You know why these kids be missing?
We
You know,
woke.
because they be having these organ snatchers that run around in these little vans and prey on these babies and watch these babies walk in the streets by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just like the police patrol, you got organ patrollers, dudes that ride around these neighborhoods that, you know, kids is unattended, you know, mental health issues and things like that. Yeah, they watch the statistics for shit like that and run down on shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we definitely gotta be careful, you know?
Most definitely, we got to be careful. Now, reach, salute, sis.
We definitely gotta be careful.
Half past,
So,
salute. Mama Mac,
so
salute.
I think I'm saying these chiefs expressed concerns about the alarmingly high number of children who has gone missing in Cleveland recently. As many as 27 children were reported missing in the area over just 2 weeks. At the beginning of May, according to John Mayo, chief of police of Newburgh Heights, a suburb about 5 miles south of Cleveland. Wow. Mayjoy, who also serves as board president for the organization Cleveland Missing, called the year extraordinary in terms and unprecedented levels of reported missing children. Speaking to the Fox News Digital, Mayjoy said the cases of missing children between the ages of 12 and 17 remain unusually high through the month of May. For some reason, in 2003, we received a lot more than we normally see, which is troubling in part. Because we don't know what's going on with some of these kids, whether they're being trafficked or whether they're involved in gang activities or drugs, he told the outlet. Excuses, man. Excuses. As of mid, there were a total of 56 active missing children cases in Cleveland, meaning almost half of the cases were reported in May. Mayjoy emphasizes that he'd never seen such a high number of missing children in his 33-year career. It's crazy, the number 33. He been
Yo, real talk, I want y'all to check out the math. He was listening last night. Just check out the math what my brother Smitty is saying, man. It's not a coincidence, y'all. Real talk. And it's a sad situation. We all gotta pay attention on this right here. And also, we should be sharing this. I ask y'all to please share both of these channels, Blow Dollars Network, We Rebuilding We. This is a subject everybody should be talking about right now. Everybody. Let's proceed.
He been on a force for 33. Remember that number too, man. It's always something or sign they throw out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think this just happened out of nowhere. 27 kids just missing out of nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just don't happen like that, man. For real. It definitely just don't happen like that, man. For real, for real. This is bad business right here. This is definitely bad business right here. That number 33 is very significant. Yeah, very. You know what I mean? We got to pay attention to things like that, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? Things like that just go over our head. He's in his 33-year career. 27 kids missing. You feel what I'm saying? That sounds like some sacrificial. Yeah, man. I look into things like that. I don't know about y'all brothers, but I look into things like that. You know, while Mayjoy claimed that it's likely the majority of cases.
I look into things like that as well. Certain things go over people's head. He's been on the force for 33 years. My question is, you've been on the force for 33 years. How many cases did you solve? How many children did you find? Let's talk about it. Because to me, this is my opinion. The sheriff is suspect to me, right? Come on, you're the sheriff of a town, a neighborhood, or area. You don't see a van or something driving through preying on children. If you the sheriff of the town, they talk about 50-something children in 1 month in one area, y'all. Proceed, man.
These are runaways and not abductions. Well, how do he know it's not that it's runaways and it's not abductions? You know what I'm saying? How do he know that? 27 kids ain't just get up out of bed and just say, yo, I'm gonna run away. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just say, yo, I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm leaving my house. Nah. Come on, man. We got to think, man. We got to think. He added that teenagers are naive when it comes to predators who can be wolves in sheep's clothing. Excuse me. 27 missing children were reported between May 2nd and May 16th. And 27 children was reported missing May 2nd between May 2nd and May 16th. 27, that's 9. May 2nd, May 16, that's 9 again. 6. And then you got 33-year career, 6. Yo, it's always a signal and something, man. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. Excuse me, a sign rather. And unfortunately, most missing children don't make your news because there's usually no Amber Alert. Said his name is crazy, Mayjoy, describing the cases as silent crimes happening right under our noses. Yeah, we know that. We know that. And you might be a part of it. And you might be a part of it, bro. For real, for real. That shit sound crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? And we know the options when babies is missing and what could happen. Salute, Rain, salute. We know the options and what could happen when these babies missing. You know what I'm saying? You know, the first thing that really come to our head is that, you know, that they probably wandered off on their own. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they'll be back or some shit like that, or they accidentally got lost or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or like they ran away. Word.
You know, or if they got mental problems where think they killed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Or shit like that. But we never think about how these organ snatchers is running around.
Salute,
Mama. You feel what I'm saying?
Salute, Mama B.
We don't think about that, man. We don't think about that. It's happening right before our eyes, man. That shit is crazy.
Right before our eyes, even in New York. It's like all the states, this is going on. All the states, this is going on in every state. True story, man.
Word. When you see them numbers, you got to put your spidey senses up for real. It's not a game, my brother. It's not a coincidence that 27 kids is missing from the time of May 12th to May 16th. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing they say is that they was on drugs, or they come from broken homes. You know what I'm saying? So people really don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Because
True story.
automatically when we think that these babies come from broken homes, what we think? They problem child.
True story what my brother is saying right now.
Right? Nobody really cares about a problem child. You understand what I'm saying? To us, to a lot of people, not to me, they're lost cause. So people don't care about, and that's what these people be targeting. This is not a coincidence that 27 kids has been missing for 2.5 weeks. Over 2 weeks, and we're just getting an Amber Alert. After the third day, this should have been out. All over CNN,
Crazy.
Fox News, every newspaper. Come on, let's keep it real, man. We got to protect our kids out here, for real. They killing our babies. Our babies is dying early. Where you think their organs is going?
Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Kidnapping our babies. Our babies killing each other. This shit is crazy, man. I don't know if y'all paying attention, man. I really don't know if y'all paying attention, man. Because these kids ain't just, like I said, get up out the blue and just leave their house.
20,670 people missing. 15,555 more reports of missing children, 8,224 females, and 7,331 males. The annual report found that 96%.
What it do, y'all? What it do? This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. Let's do it.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
You get up in here, press that like button, y'all. Let's do it. What it do, my people? This great grandson of We.
What it do, what it do, what it do. What up, my people? This is great grandson in the place. We got some things we want to talk about, you dig? Right.
Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So, Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monsell?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you got to own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
I apologize for accusing you of raping them. Please forgive me.
You don't have to forgive him.
What it do? Great grandson right here with the Renee Way. We Rebuilding We. Before we get into it, please, I'm begging you, press that like and subscribe button and tune in to us every week. And we speak about topics that's been going on all over the world. Certain topics that make people think, certain topics that make people want to uplift themselves. Shout out to the 050 movement. We Locked In movement. Shout out to my brother Silent Dean. Shout out to my brother G-Mac 914. But yo, this is what it is. This is We Rebuilding We. You get what it do, y'all? What it do? What it do? Another day God has made. You heard? This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. I got a story to tell y'all today, man. What's been going on, all right, in Milwaukee. I'm going to call it the new Milwaukee Drive. The new Milwaukee Drive. You hear me? We have these young kids out there, ladies and gentlemen. They out there stealing Kias and Hondas. They call themselves the Kia Boys. Like I said, the Kia Boys. We have these young boys out there driving recklessly, stealing these Kias and Hondas. Milwaukee is suing Hyundai and Kia because it's so easily to steal these cars. They bust out the back window, go into the steering column, do what they have to do, and use a flathead screwdriver and go on with your car. This is 2022. That's the illest thing that I ever witnessed in my life. You heard? So I'm going to read it to you real quick. But before I read it, please subscribe first. Like, comment, and share. We Rebuilding We. Let's get into it. A Milwaukee mother is fed up after she says she was taunted by the Kia Boys. Her anger is heard on viral video all over social media. She's vexed, talking about how these boys been harassing people throughout the neighborhood for their Kias and Hondas. All right? The woman says she almost crashed her car trying to get away from these young boys. She also says that she could have been seriously hurt or killed. You understand what I'm saying? We want to warn you. The lady, when she was saying, cursing crazy and everything, because she's an upset parent. Where are these kids' parents at? Cutting school, stealing cars, doing videos, driving around, doing 360s in a Hyundai and Kia, swerving all through the streets, getting on sidewalks, crashing into people's cars, crashing into people's homes, crashing into people's businesses. It's crazy. Kimberly happened to be driving near Marshall High School Thursday morning around 10 when a group of young men in a Kia pulled up the street. These mother effers, she was saying. I'm damn near run into somebody trying to get out the way. Had to pull in somebody else's driveway. And these mother mofos still coming for me. Kimberly says the car continued to skid and swerve. And at one point, even pulled up behind her. Hanging out the car window, laughing, smiling, just got the music up loud, real loud. She convinced those in the car are part of a group called the Kia Boys. They're known to steal Kias and Hondas throughout Milwaukee and drive recklessly. That's one story right there, y'all. So you understand what I'm saying? It's bugged out. Kids, what is wrong with y'all? You know how dangerous that is? I don't think they know how dangerous that is. Yeah. Before we get in the footage, I got another one to read to y'all. Have another one I have to read to y'all. All right? And it's so sick because this young girl is moving. She's moving to a new place. You feel me? It only took 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They got her for a call. It only took 2 minutes for our daughter to become 1,544th car theft of this year. Tuesday began simply rough enough. Kalia was moving into her first apartment, a studio, on the city east side around the corner from Brady Street. The 22-year-old picked out a nice pet rabbit and named it P. A friend of hers had 2 rabbits and wanted to get rid of one. She was ready to be a person who's renting her first apartment for the first time. You know, you all remember when we all had our first apartment, the joy of having our own apartment. She saved up enough money for months to move, even picking up extra shifts at work. She had $600 in cash in her purse to pay her rent. She went to Target to get her several things. It only took her like last minute things to get, and her friend was with her, Victoria. Filled up her blue 2017 Honda Elantra. All right, with most of her belongings in it. They found a great
Get every light that's out already, cause you want don't stop fire. Roll.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCT. Roadblock.
Knocking you out compared to what he could have did to you. Nigga, that was life. And you not off the hook either. If you gon' cheat, at least cheat with a nigga that can fight. You know this ain't right. You know this ain't right. Come on, y'all know this ain't right. Hey, y'all know this ain't right. Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 Chrome events. 6 Chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one?
That's a good ass question.
Don't worry about it. Why he ain't at this one? Why we ain't in New York? Why we ain't in New York? Because the last time there, your husband punched on him. So you actually bring it to where he more comfortable at. So if he did decide to show up, this weirdo can have an ups on him. I hope she wouldn't do that because I love her too much.
Hey, yo, got it. You ain't getting booked there again. You ain't getting booked there again.
So if he do show up, he can have the ups on him. Man, you foul for real. I hope that awkwardness in your home, your child don't feel. How can you support? How can you protect the nigga that Sony couldn't protect you? Is wild for real. This nigga's a chump. This nigga's a chump. You know he ain't got the heart food. Fucking a nigga bitch when you ain't got hands ain't even a smart move. Yeah, you ain't got hands on the. So look, fucking a nigga bitch when you ain't got no hands ain't no smart move. But if I was you, I would have been like Bourbon Hitman and you would have been the one I talked to. Like, I don't give a fuck if you fucking this nigga. Just tell him stop spewing the business. If niggas found out you was fucking the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rhea. Nigga, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. Nigga wouldn't even think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. That nigga held you down in prison for 6 years. That was nice and club. Show his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. Nigga, he held you down in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice, he cried big tears. He still biting down the biggest accomplishment front row giving you big tears. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He'd be damned if he loses to this bozo with braces. The world ain't never supposed to know what you and me going through. Hey, the world ain't never supposed to know what you and me going through. But this nigga behind closed doors running his mouth like a hoe supposed to do. That niggas making blogs and YouTubes. People arguing in the comments if those posts is true. Cause them teams in the same outlets, they only know you. Listen, socked out and stood over like a step stool. If you think he didn't love you, you gonna put up with all of this shit, yo, papoose. Yes, sir. That's how you talk to your bitch. Oh my God! That was great! Open the battle rap! Oh my God! Oh my God! Welcome to battle rap! DGY.
Also, make sure you're subscribed to We Too Rebuilding We.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV. This is Channel of We Rebuilding. This is Channel of We Rebuilding.
What it do, my people? What it do? What it do? Great grandson in the building. Great grandson in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. My people, Big Cat, Empress Cat. You get what I'm saying? Salute to everybody on YouTube. A lot of stuff is going on YouTube. So you know how I do. I like to stick to good content. You feel what I'm saying? Stick to good content. You feel me? So right now, what we got here is, man, you feel me? Interrogating rooms where where suspects are under pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Where they're under pressure and they doing the most craziest things while they in that room. You feel me? But yo, this is great grandson of We Rebuilding We.
This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Interrogation rooms hold some of the most horrifying, saddening, and life-changing moments in history. So here are some of the craziest interrogation moments of all time. Oh, no. Starting out with Thomas Robinson, a 27-year-old facing life in prison after shooting a 17-year-old boy. But Thomas wasn't going down easily. In fact, he was determined to make the cops' life as difficult as he could in the most dangerous ways imaginable. As the policeman moves to handcuff him, Thomas leans over and glances at the holster on the cop's waist, where he gets an idea that could end in death for him and the officer. I'm good. You could get it. Thomas made a leap for the cop's gun, but due to safety features built into the holster, he wasn't able to get it out. After a short struggle, two more cops entered the room with tasers to subdue him, and he was eventually restrained without further issue. This obviously just looks like a case where the suspect wanted to escape and was prepared to do so by any means necessary. But take another listen to what he's saying as he's fighting with the cops. If he was really trying to escape, it's unlikely he'd be repeating the words "kill me" from the get-go. Instead, it's possible that Thomas was so terrified of his sentence and the position he was in that he made the radical move to scare the officers in hopes that they'd shoot him and spare him from what's to come. Bringing a firearm into an interrogation room is an incredibly foolish idea, and the majority of police departments forbid it for the safety of the detectives. But it seems this Las Vegas Police Department also forgot about that rule and come incredibly close to seeing the consequences. This man, convicted of killing a 2-year-old boy, actually managed to retrieve the gun from the detective's holster, resulting in a mad scramble to get it back off him. It took 3 separate officers and multiple punches to the head to reclaim the firearm. Somehow, nobody was hurt, but Ryan Waller wasn't so lucky, as his story ends in a truly horrifying way after he was brought in for interrogation with a bullet still stuck in his head.
You're telling me they shot you?
Before we get into this, man, this is bugged out. All right? This is what I'm saying about these police. They so into their job, but not understanding what's really going on. They're so selfish. You know what I mean? That's why they say the police. You feel me? You check this out, man. This brother right here has a bullet in his head, and this cops think he's bullishing. You feel what I'm saying? He got a bullet in his head. I'm gonna proceed. Let y'all see what it is.
With a revolver in your eye.
Yes.
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
They
revolver.
shot you in the eye. You wouldn't be talking to me right now. It's most likely you'd be dead.
But little did police officers know, he was actually telling the truth. As while 18-year-old Ryan was being mocked by detectives, he was suffering from a gunshot to the head and experiencing a brain bleed that could end his life at any moment.
I'm gonna go back to sleep and check.
You're not going back to bed.
On the 23rd of December 2006, 2 men broke into Ryan Waller's house looking for revenge for a past argument. Ryan heard the noise at the door, but when he went to investigate, a hand reached inside and shot him twice in the eye. The 2 men, Richie and Larry Carver, then entered his house and shot Ryan's girlfriend Heather, killing her instantly. By some miracle, 18-year-old Ryan survived and was able to talk to police when they arrived hours later. Given he'd just been shot in the head, he told them he had no idea what happened, but instead of being taken straight to the hospital, he was taken to the police station and interrogated for the longest hour of his life. Before the interview started, Ryan was left in the room alone. He squirmed in pain for 20 minutes straight, and worse yet, he was handcuffed to the desk and unable.
Yeah.
Ryan is obviously not okay, but the detectives begin the interrogation anyway.
You know why you're down here, Ryan? You have no idea why you're down here. Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay. So I'm gonna read you something to make sure you understand your rights. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. What's the highest grade you went through school?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
Oh, you're not gonna go home right now. What's the highest grade that you completed?
B?
Like I said, man, this dude got a bullet in his brain. You feel me? This is the biggest lawsuit ever, man. Word. He got a bullet in his brain. Instead of him going to the hospital, you understand what I'm saying? He's so much want to investigate and get somebody in trouble. You fucking meatball. Proceed.
No, not grade, as in letter grade. I'm asking, did you graduate high school?
No.
Do you know how to read and write, Ryan?
Yeah.
The way the detective is talking to Ryan implies that he knows something is wrong. He's raising his voice slightly, slowing down, and talking in very simplified language, just as you would a child. Yet, even with the massive red mark around Ryan's face and the dazed responses he's giving, the detective still decides that nothing is wrong and continues questioning him.
You have a girlfriend? No? You know a girl named Heather?
The one that lives there right now?
I guess, I don't know. Her name's Heather. What's her last name?
I don't know which name she's trying to use as her last one. She's trying to have a real last one as her nickname, so I don't know.
What nickname does she go by?
She probably wants the last name, Hyman.
Hyman? How old is Heather?
16 or 17.
What happened to your face?
I don't know.
You told the officer just a few minutes ago that someone hit you. Do you remember who hit you?
I think it was Heather.
Why would Heather hit you?
It was an accident. I forgot why.
What was an accident?
Heather's last name?
No. What was an accident?
Heather hitting me.
What happened for her to hit you in the eye like that?
She just hit me on accident. She was giving Christina a head.
She was what?
She was helping Christina with her hair or something. I don't know.
Who's Christina?
She's on the couch.
Christina's on the couch?
Ryan and Heather lived with another person whose name isn't public. There's a possibility that it's this. Referring to here, but
This is Channel of
You already know how I do when the commercials jump in. I come through with my intermissions. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm proceed with the video. Like I said, these are interrogating rooms where suspects were under pressure. Like this gentleman right here. This cop is not even looking at this guy needs to seek help at the hospital. He has a bullet in his head. Proceed.
way, nobody else was home at any point of the night of the attack. Ryan is clearly suffering traumatic brain injury, and it's astonishing that the detective isn't connecting the dots. Even if it was just blunt force like Ryan is telling him, he still should be checked out by a doctor given how he's acting. But of course, that's not how it happens. Instead, it somehow gets even more messed up.
What happened last night?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't. I just want to go to sleep and go to sleep.
Who was in the house when you went to sleep?
Christina and Heather.
Christina and Heather.
Mm-hmm.
And Christina was on the couch?
Heather was.
Heather was on the couch. You told me Christina was on the couch just a minute ago.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't. I just want to go and go to sleep, man.
Why you're not going to go anywhere? You know what happened in your house last night?
All right, what happened?
I don't know what happened. You're all beat up. So tell me what happened.
I don't know. I just want to go to sleep, man.
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
Heather? The girl on the couch is dead?
I don't know. If she's on the couch, she's dead.
Well, these people came over, Richie and his dad, with shooting arrow, bow and darts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They had me and her with those. That's it. And Heather wasn't there. Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather.
And then what happened?
And that's it. Richie and his dad tried to break in the back.
Richie and dad? His dad?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name by
He used
Richie.
to live there.
Was he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
They hit you?
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather?
No, Richie and his dad.
Why?
Because they're trying to get their stuff. I don't know why.
And they had some kind of bow and arrows?
They each had 2 revolvers and they didn't let off any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers?
That's right.
Remember, he can't think a lot. He can't think too much. He has a bullet in his brain. You feel what I'm saying? And it's fucked up that this detective right here is not even seeing that. Or not even listening on how this guy is talking. Proceed, man. It's crazy.
So I meant they have revolvers.
They have revolvers?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then they shot us those.
They shot both of you?
Yeah.
Where'd they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
You got shot in the eye?
I think so.
With a revolver?
I think. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Then what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot, Ryan.
I don't, man. I really don't.
I'd like to see this detective try and articulate himself anywhere near as Ryan is in this situation. He's managed to recount the exact sequence of events as well as the perpetrators' names with the revolver bullet still in his brain. It does sound like an unbelievable story, and that's probably why the cop is essentially laughing at him by now. But that still doesn't excuse any part of what's going on. He's obviously distressed, in pain, and needs to go to the hospital, but he's still more than a half an hour away from any form of salvation.
Ryan, why don't you tell me what really happened there? Because I don't believe.
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. I can tell you anything, I swear.
I want you to tell me the truth. That's all I want.
Richie and his dad came there. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they put me in sleeping hold. And, like, they put me in sleeping hold with the arrows and shit. Like, I lived through that crap.
You're all over the board here, number one. You're saying bows and arrows, you're saying revolvers, and you're saying some other thing. And you're saying they shot you in the eye. Okay? They shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes. And that's
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
They
revolver.
shot you in the eye with a revolver. You wouldn't be talking to me right now. It's most likely you'd be dead.
That's what I thought too, man. I really don't know. I really don't know, and I just want to go back to sleep and try to go back to bed.
You're not going back to bed. Okay? That's not going to happen. What happened to Heather?
Heather got shot.
Where did you get shot?
Inside the face once.
She got shot inside of the face?
Mm-hmm.
How close were you to her when she got shot in the face?
It was after I got shot, so I didn't even hear anything.
So you got shot first?
Uh-huh.
And what happened? Did you call 911?
Uh-uh.
Did you see if she was alive?
She was sleeping still, and that's it. I just let her sleep.
She got shot in the side of the face and you let her sleep?
Yes.
This does not make sense, Ryan.
I know, I didn't mean to, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was passing out. That's because I got shot wrong once, too, and I was going to pass out.
Okay, this is now, not before. You're saying right now you've been shot?
Yes.
In the eye?
Yes.
With a revolver?
Yes.
All right. Ryan, you need to start telling me the truth, but your story doesn't make sense.
I'm trying, man. I don't know.
What happened with you and Heather last night?
Her dad came and shot the house.
And shot her?
Mm-hmm.
Her dad shot her?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then leaves?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do?
I tried to go back to sleep.
After you've been shot?
Mm-hmm.
In the eye?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know enough to call 911?
Mm-mm.
Ryan, look at me. Ryan.
Yes. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Why did you shoot Heather, Ryan?
I didn't shoot Heather. She was already shot once by her brother, I swear.
Richie?
Yes.
I've been in and out of therapy with BetterHelp for a few years now, and it's made prioritizing my mental and emotional health so much.
Yes, that's fair. That's good. But not me.
And you've been shot in the eye?
Yes.
She lays down. She lays down.
Oh, my head hurts.
Okay.